Sponge Show.
Broadcast rights for the Bubba the Love Sponge Show have been granted to this station by the Bubba Radio Network and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without the express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
You're a dick.
I don't like your combative attitude towards me.
I don't like you chucking choo-choo rings my way right before I get ready to go on the air. And now all of a sudden I smell all these choo-choo rings. You son of a bitch.
What's wrong with that? You said that we got to be on choo-choo rings to do the show.
Choo-choo rings, not blow them right at me. Choo-choo ring away from me, F-boy.
Well, I couldn't go outside. Lummy was peeing by his... I don't know where to park anymore.
No, I'm talking about when you pee.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's a strong side over there.
I know, that's where I used to go. And then I walked up there one time and I saw some wetness, and I'm like, Seth's got it. Damn it.
I wonder what our neighbors, because the neighbors across the street can probably see.
And smell us.
And yeah, I mean, like, do you think that we're the only...
I used to pee back at that job, Bubba. In the back.
Funner.
It paid well and had all the benefits, and I was an actual manager, but no, it wasn't my favorite.
Yeah,
How long were you there for?
Like 6 months, I think.
9.
9 months?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I left to go to L.A. from that job.
Boy, that was a disaster.
Sure was.
Wow. But I almost think you needed L.A. to reset. Honest to God, kind of as I've gotten to be a little bit closer with you, I think you almost needed L.A. to kind of reset, just kind of do a life reset on what means, what you take for granted, what is important to you. What is important to you, what happiness, like I know, I don't think it was a hard reset, but I think it was a reboot, and it was good for you. As bad as it was for you, I think you can find some good in it.
I feel like I've spoken on this before. I don't know. Maybe it's just been in my head, but
I'm sure it's in your head.
I wanted to be. I for some reason in radio, as much as I wasn't chasing it anymore after I left here, and the K-Rock job, they kind of was a mutual thing. They had talked to me about it. I wanted to kind of validate my radio career, and
that would. I mean, if you would have gone to L.A. and been
I feel like I did.
And well, hold on, you have, bitch. Let me finish.
Okay, sir.
J. Diaco, interrupter.
Whoa.
So anyway, listen, had you gone out there and it worked and it went the way that you were told it could potentially work, or the way you wanted it to work, the way the ideas that you had, et cetera, it would have been a game changer in your career. It would have been a great resume. Oh my God, being a executive producer for was it KROC? KROQ. That's huge.
But I wasn't looking to turn that radio job into like something bigger. Like that was the top of the mountain for me.
Sure.
And I was good with that.
When you've made it to LA, man, in radio, if you've made it to New York, LA, Chicago, those are kind of the three. Those are the big three. If you can make it in radio to LA, New York, or Chicago. And then there are some other markets that are also important, like D.C., Philadelphia, Dallas, Atlanta. I'm kind of talking about San Fran. I'm talking about some of the bigger cities, like cities 5 through 10. If you can make it there, you've gone about as high as you can in radio. But unfortunately, those radio stations now in those big 3 markets, they have AI and syndicated and voiceover. And I mean, like, radio stations are in trouble right now with regards to, talents being cut. I mean, like Florida Man Radio, 103.1 in Orlando. Good morning to you. How are you, Orlando? Brand new. Finally giving TKS some competition. Now, not the standard Bubba radio war deal where I call Russ Rollins up and tell him I hate him. I'm going to beat his ass. Because quite frankly, Russ could probably beat my ass. He looks
think so?
Yeah, probably. He's a little bit younger than me. And he's got a big old head on him too. I don't think I could hurt him. I think I could smash him in the mouth like 4 times. I think he's got a thick jaw on him.
Is he tall?
I think he's probably a little taller than me. So, I'm not opening up with Bubba the Love Sponge, new guy in town, Orlando. My competition's name's Russ Rollins. You know who he is? 104.1 TKS. He sucks. Russ Rollins, you suck. Your wife's a bitch. I'm gonna write a song about you. Let's call Russ Rollins up right now. What's up, Russ? You got some competition now, buddy. No, instead it's, hey, Russ, you know what? You're my friend. We've been, we've texted for years. Hope we can still stay friends. And let's have some a friendly jousting of radio competition. May the best man win. And if you still continue to beat me, I'll acknowledge it. Hey, but I mean, the ratings came out. Russ, Russ was in 4th, and we were in 7th. Damn it. Shannon kicked ass, though, and Don Miller's on fire. So anyway, but most radio companies are not adding shows that are talent-based because you got to pay talent. When they have all this technology now, these radio stations that are music, pretty much music skewing mostly. Mm-hmm. Well, first of all, I mean, talk radio's, it's expensive, and not a lot of people are doing it. Well, kudos to John Cracchiola and Shane Reeve and Stevie for managing and continuing to add, making Florida Man Radio just even that much more special. There's not a lot of Florida Man radios in the country. I mean, obviously Tampa's got a FM talk. Orlando's got an FM talk, but there's FM talk, non-sports related. Guy targeted FM talk is very rare in radio. I think I think
there's only like 3 or 4 in the country.
There's not a lot.
No.
There's not a lot. And now Orlando has 2. So there you go. Orlando's like, or 1031, they're like, we're looking for talent. And I'm working with this guy right now, Lummy, to do a show on Florida Man Radio.
Nice.
You said you're trying to sexual traffic a guy to do nights?
No.
At Florida Man Radio?
What?
I thought I overheard that yesterday.
How does a man...
You can sexually traffic another man, but you're going to have him, instead of doing sexual tactics, you're going to have him do nights at Florida Man Radio.
No.
Kind of how Lummy got this job, I guess, according to Dark Match Steve.
No,
I nailed
video?
it.
No.
I nailed it, didn't I, Bubba?
No, you didn't nail nothing. And first of all,
the day spun out.
The day part that we're talking about with regards to getting potentially a new addition to Florida Man Radio, which at that point, when you're on Florida Man Radio, you're on 103.1 in Orlando. Hello. You're on 103.1 in Fort Walton Beach, and we only took one ratings period to dominate that market. I think me and Shannon are both like number 2, men 25-54 from like 30th.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're killing it in Fort Walton Beach, and then we just picked up a new. John Cracchiola bought a new signal in Ocala on 101.1. Now that's not a big flamethrower, but it'll get you around Ocala. So in the day and age of radio, it's a dying breed, and I don't even know where I first started out on this deal. God, dang.
I think
I'm
you're
11 minutes deep, and I forgot where I was started.
You were just saying how
somebody
It was
help
very
me?
prophetic. I liked where it was going. Not
Yeah.
sure where it was going, but I liked it.
I think it was going great, and then
The new person you're trying to bring on and traffic onto the show.
No.
Beyond that.
No. It was something beyond that. That was spun from something else. Lummy, can you look at your notes to see what I was talking about?
You said hello to Orlando. Men skewing shows were the only 2. You are going to bring a guy in at night.
No, I'm not bringing a guy in at
That's
night.
what the notes say.
That's what Seth said.
And I don't have.
Trafficking.
And listen. And I don't have the power to bring in anybody. I am introducing somebody that I know that would be, I think, an unbelievable addition to Florida Man Radio. I am introducing him to. I have put him on a group text, with Shane. And John Cracchiola.
Oh, we started with Seth's career, Bake More Pies.
But then you also have where you're not going to do the normal radio war. Russ Rollins has a big head.
Yeah, I talked about all that. Listen.
When you pee, you can't look over the wall.
Listen to me. Listen.
Yes.
Take a step back, Jack. Because don't say Russ Rollins has a big head in a negative way.
No, I didn't.
He's got a thick jaw.
Yes.
And he's got a head that looks like it could take a shot.
Yes.
And I don't think I could deliver a shot that could do anything to him.
No.
Because a big old bony head on him.
Yes.
So I'm just saying, it's making me, I'm Russ Rollins' bitch when it comes to, rugged headness. right?
Man,
I think I know where you were going. You initially you told Seth to shut up because you were saying he tried to validate his radio career by going to LA, but I thought you were going to say that he validated his radio career by coming back to work for us.
Yeah.
That's probably where you were going with that.
Thank you. You finally did something. I almost feel like giving you the strap, but
Oh, please, it's okay.
yeah, exactly.
It's too heavy.
It is.
It's too heavy.
Seth gets anxiety over having the strap. He's like, I don't want it, Sponge.
I want it.
Well, we
So
got
no,
199
listen.
coming.
So Seth, here's the deal. The LA thing could have put an exclamation mark on your radio career. But I genuinely think that LA, we got back to how LA was a hard reset. And don't you agree that LA kind of put things in your life in perspective a little bit different, and then you're kind of a different person since the LA thing went awry and they lied to you and they treated you so bad, and it really showed you how bad most radio operators are?
I mean, I really enjoyed a couple of things out there. I think Kevin Weatherly, I felt like he was an awesome guy.
He's a
and
good dude.
He's a legendary programmer, so it was cool.
Why did he step in?
I mean, I didn't really give him a chance. I mean, he agreed. I sat down with him. I emailed him every day. You know, he agreed with a lot of the things, you know, to do with the show. But in the end, I just decided that working for him and working for KROC wasn't enough to deal with, you know, the two people that were
Well, not
doing
only
the
that,
show.
but if you got ideas, right, and Kevin Weatherly likes them, but the talent doesn't, and Kevin doesn't roll in there and validate what your ideas are and are good, and they need to listen. If that doesn't happen, now you're just, you know, at that point he's kind of neutered you, whereas he could have really put you over. If you would have walked in after one of your good ideas and said, hey, I don't know, Chris and Kelly or Rhonda and Jim or what the hell your two names are, talk about taking over a legendary set of call letters in the morning and completely crapping the bed. I mean, please. Are they even a factor? When the Woody show in L.A. is the hottest men's just shows you how snowflaked and woke L.A. really is. I want to go to a real city like Chicago or New York where there's real men.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Chicago, New York.
Yeah, those are real men. Those are real men right there. L.A. ain't got no real men. Bunch of tight pencil fitting jeans. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here, snowflake boy.
Your
Get outta
non-elastic
here.
pants.
Yeah, I mean, you know.
As I was
please.
walking around Koreatown, I was like, man, I'm the only real man here, you know? And I've never had that feeling before.
But if
They're all 5'2".
Kevin Weatherly, who's a legendary program director, had he, after one of your good ideas, walked in to his morning show and said, hey, listen, this is your executive producer. I like a couple of things that he's come up with. You guys need to listen to him. That's all he had to say. And it could have potentially, you know, made them not be a bunch, because they didn't treat you, they treated you horribly.
Yes.
They just treated you like, you know, you were some intern. I think the first day they had you answering telephones. You're like, listen, I want to have a meeting because I got this idea, that idea, this idea, that idea. I'd like to do this, and this. Set this appointment, do this, do that, do that. And they're like, hey, man, go answer the phones, dude.
Yeah, they had me screening calls. They had me reaching out to, you know, people on Instagram and Twitter to try to come on the show to do some of their stupid bits,
Right.
you know, where they yell at each other. And I just then when Klein one day he was trying to tell me how to screen a call, where that's when I was really like, well, I don't know if this is the right place for me.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's one thing that you can like some of these ideas and everything. It's another thing when you're 25th place and you can't get out of your own way. And the thing two things I learned in LA is you can make it to a huge market and still completely suck,
Yeah.
which is the position that I was in and the show that I was working with. But I also realized that I wanted to live in St. Petersburg. That was going to be my home, and that no matter what, like, this is where I wanted to make it work, because being here was more important than anything. So the fact that you're here and I could do something that I'm fairly decent at and live, you know, where I want to live, it's a great scenario.
I know. So I think that LA was a nice reboot for you.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we have a less mental, more responsible, less
Properly medicated.
less schizophrenic, less manic, just less polarizing, bipolarness. I think we got a better Seth in a long devout way. Sorry.
I think so too.
Yeah. Now, does Phoebe tell you that as she's giving you more ass?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
but Pippi Shortstroker said he likes me more this time than last time. So if Pippi likes me, I'm good.
Who's Pippi Shortstroker?
What do you mean, Pippi Shortstroker on Rumble? How do you? He's a legend.
Oh,
We don't know Pippi Shortstroker?
Is he a fan?
Yeah.
I sure hope so. He's Pippi Shortstroker from Pennsylvania.
Now, does he step up on the PayPal or the Cash App?
Well, I mean, I don't know about all that, Bubba. I just talk to the people. I don't,
By the way, Lummy, I think our Venmo is still down. And so these lying son of a bitches, they were supposed to have an email on my email by 1 o'clock yesterday because the woman or the whatever I was talking to,
Nigel.
Nigel, the chat AI Venmo person said that I would have a response back from the Super Rambo business division in less than 24 hours or less. I even saved the text, and nothing from Venmo. So am I just going to be in this vast vacuum of wasteland being handed by one AI bot to another? Like, do you ever get to talk to anybody from Venmo? Or do they just AI you and then not reach? Am I done?
Are you sure you're not getting scammed?
What do you mean I'm not getting scammed? What do you mean?
I'm kidding.
It's my own. I'm only having these communications within my Venmo account.
Yeah.
It says there's.
they don't let you
I found a phone number.
You did?
Yeah.
All right,
It says you can call them at 8 a.m. Central Time, 7 days a week.
What? Really?
That's what it says.
All
on
right. Well,
this-
give me that
on the
number.
Venmo site.
Why don't you text me?
Yep.
Why don't you text me that if you could? Because I'm calling. I need my Venmo back. My Venmo back immediately. Cash App and PayPal at the Bubba Army. Lummy, if the people that were clamoring for these Air Bubba Trump inspired cleats, you better be ordering them. I think we got our minimum order is 100. I hope we hit it.
Yeah, I hope so too.
We're about a third there right now. So
Might have to call it, Bubba. Might have to pivot to the lady heel.
Well, that one guy said that he's going this weekend. He's
Pivot
getting
to
his
the lady
teams.
4-inch.
Yeah.
To the lady, red patent leather 4-inch.
We can't go after the kids, but let's go after the women want to
Yeah, I don't think the women would want to wear Bubba Army inspired high heels.
What happened? I guess we can really talk numbers here. You only have 20 orders for 20 pairs of cleats ordered right now?
I got 34. I got 34 or 35. I need a minimum of 100, but I was going to keep them. I was going to keep them up till next Friday. So we got a week to get 65 orders. I mean, we could maybe potentially do that. I don't know.
I don't know who's,
I don't know if that's including Dan's 9 pairs or not. Let me Doug, who is this? Doug Pearson, broke ass EDC Bubba Army for life.
On PayPal?
No, on PayPal. Is Douglas Peterson somebody like a screen
No, I think
name?
it's just Douglas Peterson.
He's just Douglas Peterson.
I know the screen name Broke Ass EDC.
Yeah.
Okay, that's who he is.
Yeah.
So thank you, broke ass EDC, for the PayPal deal. PayPal and Cash App at the Bubba Army. On the heels of Baker Mayfield signing a 3-year, $100 million deal, 50 of which is guaranteed.
Yeah, I believe the first $100 million deal in Bucs history.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to rack my brain and think if anyone else has signed a $100 million contract, and it wasn't Mike Evans, it wasn't Tom Brady.
How about Alvin Harper?
No.
I mean,
Hall of
it'd be
Fame,
100
Biggie,
million.
7375, $25 on the super chat.
Thank you. Super chat means a lot.
Yeah, him and Bert Emanuel.
So,
Keyshawn.
So here's the thing. For instance, if you look at Russell Wilson, maybe that's the way you really get paid. Is that okay? So Russell Wilson goes to Denver. What was it? $156 million deal? So 89,
More than that.
whatever
almost twice that.
Right. I know that in 2 years they owe him $59 million.
39.
Okay, so in the next 2 years, the Denver Broncos owe Russell Wilson roughly $40 million. So I'm assuming they cut that in half and take half the cap now and half the cap next year, so they make it 20 and 20. Let's say you do that.
Russell Wilson's contract was 5 years, $242 million, a $50 million signing bonus, $124 million guaranteed at signing, and in the life of the contract, $161 million total guaranteed.
Right. So he got $50 million. He's already got $50 million, and then he got 2 of those 3 years, of those 5 years, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now he's getting, $40 million more in 2 years. He signed with the Pittsburgh Steelers for like $1.5 million for a 1-year deal, right?
Yeah, 1.2.
So realistically, he's making about $22 million to Bucks next year, right? 20 million coming from the Broncos and approximately $2 million from the Steelers, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
but I think he's getting a little bit more this year from the Broncos.
All right,
yeah.
so maybe
because the Broncos have the choice to split his cap up over 2 years. I think they still owe him what they owe him, but on top of that, they still have dead cap they have to carry over the next 2 years.
Sure, but so here's what you do: as Russell Wilson, you go up in there, and you're really you're only charging the Steelers. You're only charging the Steelers $1.5 million, $2 million. They're going to sign you all day. You go out and have a Baker Mayfield type year, or just a pretty damn good year, and the Steelers make the playoffs. Maybe they even go, a round into the playoffs. Okay, but they're a lot better than they were. Who's the ass bucket they had before?
Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, exactly.
And rotating in and out with Mason Rudolph and Mitch Trubisky.
Hold on. Exactly.
Yeah.
Ass buckets, Trey. 3 times the ass bucket. You go in there at Russell Wilson. You throw some Russell Wilson magic your way. You bring him to the playoffs. Now you're no longer that $1.5 million deal guy because you only cut a 1-year deal, right? Now you go into Baker Mayfield status and you get a $30 million or a 3-year $100 million deal, 50 of which is of guarantee. So now you've made within the first time that you signed with the Broncos, and now the next deal that you did past the Steelers, you've made $100 million guaranteed, and you've made another. I mean, so you almost bring your worth back up, where
Right.
where you would make more money doing that than had you just finished your career out at the Broncos, right?
Yes.
You got to take that one humble year to get you back into the back into the Kirk Cousins, Aaron Rodgers money.
You don't have to take a humble year. If you're balling the whole time, you're definitely getting paid what you're worth. But it also helps that the salary cap went up and the quarterback market is what it is. But just like you said, there's one of those guys every year. 2 years ago, it was Geno Smith. Last year, it was Baker Mayfield. It could be Russell Wilson. I know he's a little bit older than those
Baker
guys.
Mayfield rolled up in here for what? $3 million? $4 million?
Baker it was a 8.5 with incentives, $4 million base.
Yeah. And, which was penny on the dollar.
Yeah, Geno got 3 years, $75 million. That was his deal.
So anyway, Baker Mayfield signed with the Bucs. I know it's a little bit local, but it is funny in the fact that Jason Light is the general manager for the Buccaneers, and they were talking to Jason Light post signing of this deal, and they asked him to describe Baker Mayfield's mentality from 1 to 10. And did you hear what he said? It's pretty funny. Here we go.
Yeah, he's a 10.
Obviously, Baker's got a strong arm, very talented quarterback, leadership
Obviously, you guys heard that.
ability off the charts.
Leadership ability off the charts.
But his toughness, mental and physical toughness. The reason why you guys have been in the playoffs 4 years in a row, your starting quarterback has not missed a single start. 3 years with Brady, last year with Baker. He was hurt, but battled through that. How much does toughness, Baker's mental and physical toughness, mean to this organization and to you as a talent evaluator?
Well, it means everything. He set the tone for this team with his, well, for lack of a better word, he's probably 1 out of 10. He's a 10 on the prick scale.
He said so it's a little echoey. So let me tell you what the general manager of the Bucs says. He's probably in a 1 out of 10. In a 1 out of 10, he's a 10 on the prick scale. So I think they described him as an offensive lineman in a quarterback's body.
So, sorry. Thank you. I'll take that.
Baker said, "Thank you. I'll take that."
And so it's like that's what you want your
Now,
offense.
have any of you guys know anybody on the team or reporters or anybody that cover the team or get to know what the team, the overall consensus or mentality of his teammates Is he a a genuine leader and like a really kind of tough dude?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I talked to Rock Riley about him a couple months ago, and he said, yeah, the team loves him.
Yeah, that was Scott Reynolds of Pewter Report who had asked that question, and we talked to him every now and again too.
And he's just like a no nonsense, just get it done, work my ass off, like completely opposite of Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, the team loves him. Tristan Wirfs especially loves him. Those guys have like a special bond. He actually just got back, I think this week or last week, from taking the entire offensive line to the Bahamas.
That is cool.
Yeah, he promised them before the playoffs when they made the postseason and they won the division. He promised to take them to the Bahamas once the season was over. So maybe that's why they threw that game against Detroit. But other than that, he's a great leader and he's a fiery guy. Like I like an exciting quarterback. Tom Brady didn't have to be over the top all the time because he was Tom F. and Brady. But when you've got a chip on your shoulder like Baker, it makes him easy to root for. I like him a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Lineman, Baker's kind of an offensive lineman in a quarterback's body. So it's what's rallied this team this year. He's a big part of it.
And he got paid. Congratulations, Baker Mayfield. Lummy, when I come back, I'm gonna talk about this a little bit. HBO and I my good friend Roger Stone says that if I want Alex Jones on the air, he can get me Alex Jones.
Awesome.
I've asked Alex Stein now, I don't know how many times.
I think it's his people.
Many.
The lady.
Well, Roger said he can
handler,
get.
yeah.
So I'm thinking by the way, HBO releases the Truth vs. Alex Jones trailer from Leaving Neverland director. So the guy that did the Michael Jackson Leaving Neverland director is the one that's directing this.
I believe so, yes.
Which is, I thought Leaving Neverland was great. I mean,
was it 2 parts or 3?
I don't know, but it was very explicit on the pee-pee touching.
Was.
And just, I mean, and then people are like, well, it was propaganda, and all documentaries are skewed one way. Yeah, they probably
That's
are.
true.
They probably are.
You think this doc's going to have any pee-pee touching?
No, I don't think Alex Jones is a pee-pee toucher.
Well, I'm not saying he did it. I'm just saying, is it part of his, rise and fall, his story?
No, I
One of
don't
the most
know.
controversial and disgraced voices in American media.
No, I don't think.
More like Sandy Hook's hoax kind of touching.
I don't think it's not anything to do with touching children inappropriately. I think it's mischaracterizing an event that took children's lives. You know what? I have no problem with him except for he can say all the weird stuff he wants, but the Sandy Hook stuff is what really got him.
Did he get even more popular after that?
I don't know, man. I think he's got like $400 million worth of judgments. Again,
He might have got more popular, but he got more broke.
Yeah, I mean, you can popular equals broke. I mean, something I might be suffering
Bubba
from.
understands.
Yeah. So, Lummy, I'm actually going to get a hold of Roger Stone because since Alex Jones, may not obviously has and then they have a trailer. I'm going to play the trailer next.
Pretty good, actually.
And obviously this is coming out soon. If it's not out already,
I think it's March 26th, maybe?
that's even better. Because he might want to promote. He might want to promote it.
Yeah,
he might want to promote it. So I'm gonna get to that next.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge show will be back after this.
Yeah, it's March 26th. What's up, chat? Do you wanna chit chat? Chat. What's up, Snizzix Slayer? Second Amendment Defender. What it do? I just really like this shirt. I think the material's really nice. It's not too thick. Breathable. It's a nice fit. Oh yeah, BR916. We're twinning today. What's up? morning, Maria. I'll see you next Friday, I believe.
Stop it, 2X. Stop it.
Oh, thanks, Stumpy. Dan in Orlando, what's up? That's what I do. Caviar tacos.
Stumpy. You little rascal. Thank you. What's up, Dutch Duke?
Oh, thanks, Nizik Slayer. I appreciate you.
I don't know what I got. VR. I don't know how it's looking today. I gotta go see my man, Greg the barber. What's up, Jay Gator? Sorry about the strays Kenny Pickett had to take. He's got small hands. What's up, Nick? Caviar with Lumi Berto. What's up, Big E? What up, Spencer? I got the Afghan, Danny. I got the Afghan. Thank you for asking. God bless. I got the Afghan. What's up, Ziggy? I gave the marijuana doctor $150, and I'm back. I'm street legal, baby. Ziggy's a great fucking name.
What's up, right from John Island?
What up, Gene?
Big E 7375. Thanks, Snizzle Slayer. What's up, Nick the Gun Guy? Appreciate ya. Jay Gator, if I haven't said that already. Yeah, I got it all.
What up, Bright Farm? Nice cards you sent me. And Duck got indica. I can only do indica. In fact, the only type of people that I'm racist or prejudiced against in this world are people that use sativas. Can't mess with them. What's up, Nug? Nug, you should be getting your stuff today, man. I'm working on it, Bubba Dreams of being a 2X. You know, the thing is that my barber kind of went missing on me for a little while. I thought that he was actually in jail. I was trying to hit him up all over the place, stopping by the shop. And then I finally found out he's all good. So I'm going to go get a haircut, and I told him that I will drive him to this studio any day to record the podcast. So he's been on me for almost a year about it. So there's no more excuses. Oh, good, Nug. I'm glad. I buy at True Leave. I don't endorse them or anything, but there's a lot of good places. I don't mind a hybrid, Brian, as long as it's a an indica leaning one. But somebody told me hybrids are bullshit. Somebody said it's really either indica or sativa. That a hybrid's just some made up fucking thing. I mean, I know it's mixed and stuff. Sativa for bedtime? No, that's the other way around. Oh my god, I don't know, 2X. I did not see that at all. $7 a.m., Nick? Or 7 p.m.? You coming here? I lived in an Airbnb in Koreatown. I never officially moved out there. Thank God. Breaking fucking leases in LA and fucking all that shakedown and fucking getting your shit all the way out there. I know. Unpacking it and then fucking packing it back up and then fucking having to drive it halfway around the world to get back home. Yeah, it's gonna cost $15,000 to move out there. Fucking kids going crazy in the back. I'll check, Jay Gator. Those got mailed out from here, so.
You got Bubba live now. If you go through withdrawals later, get your fix at BubbaArmyHQ.com.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Now back to the BRN.
On today's podcast will be Two Live Jew. That will be after, I think. Seth, are we doing a break today?
No.
We're not doing a break today.
No, sir.
Oh, I thought you said yesterday we were going to do like a little Bubba Seth break. Did that get sidetracked? Because yesterday you said...
Okay, yeah.
No, I don't want to. I mean, like, I'm not trying to, like, if we don't have the cards to break, we can't sit here and pull them out of our ass.
Well, we didn't have them yesterday, but today I saw some in the kitchen.
All right, so is that contingent upon the break we do, or you need another week to... Do you need a week off
Bubba,
to break so that you can make sure next week's break with Brian is extra good?
Bubba, I could do it with you, or I could go on Instagram Live and do it from home later from Bubba Army. I mean, I could do it any way you want me to. I mean, there's a million ways we could do the break thing without.
Why don't you go on our Twitter?
Okay.
Why don't you go on our Twitter, live on our Twitter?
Okay.
With maybe now is there such a thing of going Twitter and Insta at the same time?
Not from the same device.
Yeah, not from the same device.
I'd have to be 2 phones, Willie.
Yeah, we'll just take Phoebes, and then I'm sure the little kid's got one.
No.
When's she getting one? Be honest, don't lie.
I don't know. As soon as she really wants one.
Is she greasing you?
No, not yet.
She's not?
No, she's got her.
She has her little iPad. That's good enough for her.
Yeah, we got all the settings on
Let's just buy her one this week so you can go live on YouTube too.
What?
We'll do 3 platforms.
No, let's just do Twitter. Let's do Twitter. And Seth, in approximate time on that, the Seth standalone card break on Twitter. Can you give us an approximate? Well, first of all, my food review. What time do we drop that, Rhett? At 5?
5.
So it's going to have to either be before 5 or after 5. Because you can't. We're debuting something. You can't be live.
Right.
You can't step on top of it.
Yes.
You know
no, it would not. I'll do it at 1 o'clock today.
Okay. Let's give you an hour between 1 or 2. It gives you an hour buffer.
Okay.
So between 1 or 2 on our Twitter account, which our Twitter is at the Bubba Army, Seth will be breaking down. It's going to be the first Seth singular break, is it not?
Yes, I've been doing them over on my Instagram, practicing, so I'm ready to go now for the big time.
Let me just to give everybody a little bit of taste.
Oh, I can't wait.
Of the God, I will tell you.
You look good.
Thank you,
Hair
Anna.
looks on point.
Thank you. You look good too.
Thank you.
Today, you look like a.
Look at us being nice to each other.
Cute woman.
Thank you. Appreciate
No,
you.
if you didn't look so good, I would.
I know you'd let me know.
Yeah,
you always do, and I appreciate
you
that.
look like a bag lady, or you look like a homeless girl, or some grunge bitch from Seattle. But you look.
I did shoulders yesterday.
And you know what?
Show?
It does even through the shirt. Yeah, there you go.
Breaking the shirt.
See, it shouldn't take me to have to prod you into doing that. You should just want to do that more, like in between breaks, like hot mics. I'd be just.
Oh, I flex all the time.
I'd be doing like poses and stuff. People do different things during the hot mic. Lemmy leaves. Seth engages in chat. Anna engages in chat a little bit, but flexes out, and Rhett and Macho Man are back there running, making sure the motor's still going. Feet shoveling coal into the
Macho
shoveling
flexes.
coal into the choo-choo fire.
Macho tries not to flex, and he flexes. I went back there; his calves are just on point. He was
Soul up.
While we are talking about engaging with chat, I do have to ask. I hate to be that guy, but Seth, would it be better for your break if you were able to talk to a live chat? Because on Twitter, unfortunately, if you don't have a premium account, you can't live chat. So even when we've got over 1,000 people on the morning show, there isn't a live chat usually.
Yeah. Can I do Instagram, Bubba?
You could do Instagram, or if you wanted to try, YouTube also has vertical streaming now, which shows up like it's kind of a new feature they're trying out. And I guess it's prone to get more impressions, kind of like the shorts do in general. If you want to try that or Instagram, whatever you're more comfortable with.
What do you think, Sponjo?
What do you mean? What are we talking about?
I mean, Rhett said that.
I was looking at my PayPal account. It's pretty desolate right now. I can't even get it to come up.
Oh no! Are we locked two there?
Oh, no.
I hope. I'm hoping to God. Oh nope. Okay, we're back up. Whew.
God.
My phone's a little glitchy this morning. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, Doug Pearson's my last guy, but it looks like we're still
up
full speed ahead on Cash App and PayPal. Venmo not so much at the Bubba Army. So what are we talking about? Chat now. See, Anna, she engaged. What, Anna? Where do you hang? I kind of hang out on YouTube. That's where I kind of hang out.
I hang out on Rumble.
Like right now, I see Gary Cantrell in there. I see Wayne Durbin in there. I see Diaco something, Blummel's divorce attorney, Kenny Powers. Lummy, I see you in there. Hey. I see Jack Guzman, the Guru. So that I have all of them on my screen, and I'll switch back and forth. But I tend to usually hang out mostly on YouTube. And Anna, you're kind of a Rumble.
Yes,
you're Rumble?
almost exclusively. Yes.
And Lummy, are you in every one of them?
Every one of them.
Hello,
Twitch.
Hello, Elkhart Rob.
Twitch is the old OGs. Cable Dog, Buzzy Bob, Stuck in Dion's Tub.
Hold on.
House 83, Airtight Ski Pole.
Hold
all
on,
the
that's
big
my
boys. Kendall Hill.
So like all the old school OGs, I might start going over to Twitch. There's Buzzard Bob, Stuck in Dion's Tub, Cable Dog. Yeah. Lummy is Demand. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I might.
Group Lips is in there. Yeah. Shadow Panda.
So I think I'm going to toggle.
843 Bubba.
I'm going to toggle between YouTube and Twitch. That's where I'm going to toggle. Now, Seth, where do you hang out at?
Rumble and YouTube.
And Rhett, were you talking about there's some new chat? I'm trying to be like I really know the inside.
Well, he just explained it.
The new chat verticals. Is that what you're calling them?
No, not at all. I was explaining how going.
Sorry.
I was explaining how going live on Twitter.
I was really worried about my PayPal account. Sorry, lover.
I was explaining how going live on Twitter, you don't have a live chat unless it is a premium user. So even during the morning show, when we've got over 1,000 people watching, we usually don't have a live chat on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
YouTube has vertical streaming, and then Instagram has Instagram Live. Seth, whatever you're more comfortable with, you can use either or. I just figured we'd make a decision so we can promote it before the end of the show.
I'm way more familiar with doing it on Instagram.
Yeah, that works. Instagram. So Instagram Live at the Bubba Army is good.
That works for me.
Awesome.
So Seth's going to be over there freaking out too?
No. What? All right, Bubba, we got it handled. Don't worry.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Thanks. I was looking. Actually,
thanks for coming.
Just now, I got squirreled with Jen Epstein. Did you see? Jesus God.
Gosh, she looks so hot.
My God.
She's looking pretty good.
Pretty good. I know you can't say real good because Ashley. But
I can say she's super hot. I just didn't see her. But
Yeah.
she's always looking really hot.
All right. So anyway, don't forget what day, Lummy, did I give that I needed each employee to have 10 positioning
Monday?
statements?
Yeah, next this coming Monday.
Yeah, this coming Monday. Just email them to me, okay?
Yes, sir.
And please put in the subject matter 10 positioning statements, okay? So I'm going to send those to the Amber Rigsby girl and get them cut. And hopefully Brad and everybody that's producing these are working hard on making us just from the new ones that we cut, we already sound fresher.
Can
How
you
many
give me an
times
example?
did I have to hear live from a bricked-in garage near a flight pattern of a major American airport? It's it propagates your mind. Like
We haven't heard that in like 2 weeks.
I know, but I'm saying I heard that 7 million times. That these new ones that we got are refreshing, but I'm already kind of getting burnt out on them too. I think we need like 200 or 300 of them.
Oh God, I remember you were saying we only needed like 2 or 3 of them, and then we got 2 or 3 of them, and now we're.
But 2 or 3 of them, we break 8 times. That means you're going to hear the same one 2 times during the show. But if Anna gives me 10, Lummy gives me 10, Macho gives me 10, Rhett gives me 10. Seth gives me 10. That's 5. I provide 10. That's 60 right there.
Well, I think Rhett was asking because I think it was like 2 weeks ago.
The Rhett spokesperson.
Well, no,
I'm sorry. I was just asking. I didn't know if you had a new title.
Well, no, because Red and Macho
business card.
we were talking about it because we sent like 10 a couple weeks ago, and then 2 weeks ago you said you didn't want the long.
Yeah, you said you kind of just
ones.
wanted generic ones that push Bubba Army HQ, and then that's it. So it doesn't get overly noticeable when you hear a
That's
repeat.
what I thought too.
Yeah, I remember like vividly on the air. That was kind of the conversation. Less is more is what we were going for.
Okay, let's just get a few more though.
Okay, all right. Sorry, we didn't want to submit them and then you take a crap
So should
on
we
us.
just do like 3 apiece?
No, 10. 10.
Okay.
And I'll pick the best.
I don't think mine got used last time. Can I recycle them?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you.
For real?
He
I don't
doesn't know what we said last time.
Send it to me, and if I say Seth, I remember these. Then be prepared to do 10 more, bitch.
I'll just change the first and the last one, and I'll keep the middle ones the same.
So
Yeah,
let
just
me
change the order.
One thing I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get us all to work harder and just to do more and just trying to just get our content out on all of our various platforms. We have some very impressive digital numbers. Hopefully great stations like 103.1 in Orlando will help promote our digital presence, and that continues to grow. I think you guys, I gave you guys an idea this morning that we're going to talk about during our staff. By the way, Anna, we have a staff meeting tomorrow after the show.
Okay.
Right after the show. But I think you guys know what my one promotional idea is going to be, and I think you guys like it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think. Seth, do you like it?
I love it for the aspect that you're going to use it on the show for.
Right, of course.
Like that. I mean, I'm not for my own game, but because I think it's going to be an awesome bit, and because I think that it's going to be such an awesome visual.
Yeah, I think it's going to be an awesome bit, an awesome visual, and also a very awesome promotional situation. I think it's got all three layers of awesomeness. To be honest with you.
I mean, the way that you kind of set it up for, I don't want to give anything away. So,
oh yeah,
because you yelled at me about not giving anything away. But
right?
No, I think it's a very good idea.
Anna doesn't even know about it yet, but she's gonna.
I walked in about 3 minutes before the show, and you guys were in the middle of it, and I just thought it best to not ask questions.
So Seth, knowing Anna, wired somewhat like you. You don't think she's going to go crazy over that situation?
Oh, I mean, that's going to be the only day she wants to work.
Oh, my God.
When she finds out what's going to be happening.
Yeah,
are there snacks?
I'm just going to let you know.
Better.
I'm going to let you know that listen, like every stupid radio show has, like
something stupid, and now we've got ours.
Well, no, hold on.
Ours is cool.
Hold on. This is what most stupid ass morning shows have going on. Like just collectively, whether it's Elvis Duran, Mike Calta, Orlando, Roger and JP.
The C Morning Zoo.
You got dead guy in the envelope. You got you got to tell the truth, under oath. You got Sporkle. You got
blown off.
You got blown off. You got all these stupid games that you play. We don't play games for the most part, but Fridays this is going to be a little bit of a game. It's going to be a staple that we do here on the show Fridays, and nobody in radio, I don't think anybody, just like Lummy. Listen, I'm one of the last remaining shock jocks, but I think everybody in the radio world would at least agree. Maybe, yes, I am a self-promoter, a huckster, if you will, snake oil salesman, narcissistic, want to take, credit for everything. But I promise you that I was the first person that came up with the 12 boobs of Christmas.
Of course.
I was the first person that came up with toys for Tata. Toys for, when we could say the T word. Toys for
Tatas.
Toys for Tatas.
Tatas.
I was the first radio personality that did Shock the Vagina. Am I right?
Yeah.
Who invented the naked car wash? Was that you or Mr. Mike Calta?
I didn't invite. I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I
Okay.
I think no. I don't
Hold
think.
on.
I know.
Ours was way cool. And by the way, hold on, Bubba. You did do a car wash.
But hold on. A naked car wash. I think Howard was doing them.
Yeah.
None of us here locally. And then I was the first one to do crap hits the fan.
Yes.
Right.
Yep.
I think I'm the first one to do pubic hair burrito.
Yeah.
I did.
Do you really want to take credit for that one, Bubba, as being a pioneer? Okay.
I really do. And we can actually bring that one back. And so,
how does that one go?
It's where
we all shave our.
Well, no, we all. Here's what we do. If you want me to explain it to me, explain it to you, and see if you like to
team building thing. I think
it would be a great team building thing. Is we all go like a month without shaving our pubic hair.
Done.
We all do that. And then we all shave, privately in our own homes. We shave our pubic hair, and then we put it in a Ziploc bag. Okay?
And mix it up.
We put it in a Ziploc bag, and then we take those Ziploc bags and we put it all in a big pile. all the pubic hair we then mix together. We mix like Anna's pubes would be in with my pubes, would be in with your pubes, would be in with Seth's pubes, would be in Macho's pubes, would be in Lummy's pubes, would be in Rhett's pubes.
Dan,
you have some royalty pubes,
some really wiry
and
Brian pubes.
then you go to Taco Bell and you get like then you go to Taco Bell and you get like 4 beef burritos.
Yeah.
Okay, then you open up the 3 of the 4, or no, usually we had 3 guys doing it.
It was always 3 guys. Yeah.
So we got 3 beef, whatever kind of burritos. We made it just bean because we didn't want any other ingredients to mask the pubic hairness.
Exactly.
So it was just beans. So we took 2 of the 3 and divided the pubic hair into 2, and then put it in the burrito, wrapped it up real nice, made sure none of the pubic hairs were sticking out the edge. Most of it was in the middle, and then wrapped them all up in the tin foil and labeled them 1, 2, or 3. And then the 3 guys would like spin a wheel. Whoever got to pick first would pick, whatever. You'd pick 1, 2, or 3 burrito. Then you'd unwrap them, and we would all have them take the first bite,
a big bite too,
all together. And 2 dudes would be like,
Well, Bubba, I'm not trying to correct you to it, but it was 1 dude out of the 3, but we did it twice.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Anyway, that's the premise of pubic hair burrito. I think I started that.
Yes, you did.
So all these stupid ass shows have, just these stupid ass contests or games or segments on their show. Well, I got a segment that's coming, and we're going to do it on Fridays. And it's going to, nobody in radio has ever done it. And it's going to, again, I mean, God, why don't I get the credit for just being the mother effing goat, bitch? Thinking of cool stuff like this.
There's a few people in chat that say you're the goat all the time.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Lummy BTLS, 2 Tool Mooks.
Shut up.
Jerry Cantrell.
Jerry Cantrell, Merch Crick, Cable
BTLS.
Dog,
Oh,
and Heather Wiz, Maria Guatemala, Tease,
Iggy.
Susan Poitras,
Creatine Travis.
Iggy, Creatine Travis, Big Red, Bob Cook, the original OGs, the hardcore, the Get Fresh crew. So this thing on Friday, even Seth's very negative. He's very negative. He doesn't like anything usually. He's like Mikey. Remember Mikey in the cereal commercial?
Yeah.
He was a little.
Who the hell's Mikey?
Mikey from Life.
Mikey was for Life cereal, and he was this little kid.
Mikey can swing on
no,
these.
hold on. Mikey was this little mean mugged, little spoiled brat who didn't like nothing. And, every bowl of cereal they put up to him, he would just scoff at. And they finally put a bowl of cereal of Life cereal, which is horrible compared to Frosted Flakes.
Oh, yeah.
And Mikey ate it. Mikey ate it, and he smiled. And the whole big advertising campaign was, Mikey likes it. Mikey likes it. Way ahead of
I sent you the commercial.
Little son of a bitch and kid. This kid's been glad-handed all. My dad would. You know what my dad would have done if he put a bowl of cereal in my face and I would have scoffed at it? He would have taken my head like Triple H and thrown it down, thrown it down in the bowl and said, "Listen, you little bastard, this is the only breakfast you're getting. So if you don't like it, you'll go hungry until lunch. And if you don't like lunch, you'll go hungry till dinner."
Must have been a good commercial if you still hate the kid.
You have very fond memories of your somewhat abusive father.
This was a popular commercial.
Stop it. This is one of the most popular commercials ever.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not going to try it. You try it. I'm not going to try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah.
So Mikey, he might be the kid that's on the spectrum, or he. I'm just saying, Mikey, poor guy.
There was no autism back then.
He hates everything.
Hold on, you guys missed it. He hates everything. Listen, watch.
Try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
When you bring Life home, don't tell the kids it's one of those nutritional cereals you've been trying to get them to eat.
Mikey the
You're the
nonverbal.
only one who has to know.
Who's that pervert on the commentating?
I don't know. It's not like he had his pants down, though.
Jeez, who gave the green light to that commercial?
I don't know.
He doesn't like
1987 did.
They should have had like a mom saying it, right?
I mean, who's watching
when
these
your three
kids?
when your 3 little bastard kids all finicky as hell,
But that was the 70s, Bubba. Women weren't doing
70s were cool
voiceovers.
as hell, man.
What was the mom doing?
70s
She
were
was
cool as hell.
cooking.
She wasn't on the OnlyFans.
My mom was smoking a cigarette,
See?
talking on the phone, trying to whip up some scrambled eggs, and keep me, keep us in line. All right, so Lummy, I went yesterday and tried out the new Kentucky Fried Chicken. Is it Chiz?
Chizza, I thought.
I couldn't.
Chizza, please.
Chizza, please.
Chizza, please. What I got to tell you right now.
Uh-oh.
What an unbelievable experience. I've had some bad experiences. This is my first food review, Rhett, in 3 months?
Since the Arby's one, when you were driving the...
Yeah, you're going to Arby's 3 out of 4 weeks.
Yeah, the white.
So this is my first
we're
one.
going to Arby's again this
Well,
week.
I'll tell you one thing. This is the inaugural or whatever voyage
season premiere
of the Adam from Fenderworks newly painted. Looks like a NASCAR because we got a big Bubba Army sticker right on the hood. Looks like General Lee. Does it not?
It looks good.
Less the Confederacy, okay, please. And it's got green lights on it. And this is the initial voyage, and I'm bringing back the food review. That actually got a lot of views on people loved the food review on our YouTube channel. It's something that I just got busy with. February killed me. Yeah. February absolutely killed me. And so I'm not going to give all of it to you, but I'll give you a little taste. This will be available today at 5 o'clock on our YouTube channel, which is The Bubba Army. The KFC, I don't know, this is called the Chichero or...
Oh, Jesus.
Chichero.
This guy right here, I don't know what the hell he's doing, but... This guy's parked literally in the entry. Like this guy.
Oh, you went to the UT one?
Like the chicken pizza gimmick kind of deal. What?
I
You
hope
went to
you
the
ordered the
UT one, right?
Chichero.
No, this is the one on Armenia.
Oh, the
and
Spanish one.
The Armenia and MLK.
Yeah.
Which isn't the best part of town, to let you
Yeah,
know.
you took a hike. Why'd you go all the way over there?
Where's the nearest one
The
from
one
here?
by UT on Kennedy.
On Kennedy, yeah.
Yeah. Like 5-10 minutes away, maybe?
You know what?
I wanted to go on a real voyage, okay?
Here's the deal, man. I don't want to go where the upper crust UT people. I want to go down. I want to go.
Why would you want to go where the hot chicks are?
No, you got to get it out of the trenches at the combo Taco Bell KFC.
Exactly. You got to get it. You got to get in the trenches.
Yeah. I grew up eating at this location
Exactly. And of course we're in the Adam from Fenderworks all new revamped Crown Vic with the yellow lighting. Thank you, Adam, from actually green lighting. Fenderworks with the hot light. I just always got so many things in my mind. I mean, sometimes I can't get them out right. And I'm a broadcaster. I should say beautiful wife. Is this where I go right here?
And this is the Merch Crick that's filming you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Always.
And Merch Crick, I'll get you, I'll get the combo meal. That way you can... Seth said he wanted to make an observation today about the Merch Crick, but we can't get into that right now. I don't know what he's going to say. I just hope it's not inappropriate.
I tried to get it in once, but I don't want to squirrel you.
All right, well, just write down. You have something. I guess you have something to say.
Yeah, I saw. I mean, I saw you. You know, a verbal. I mean,
you just saw something yesterday.
I saw something. Yeah,
we had a meeting in Clem's clubhouse yesterday upstairs. You and I, and she was filling merchandise, and you witnessed something.
Yes,
that's what you said to me.
See something, say something, Seth.
Okay, but don't say it yet.
Okay,
I'm not telling you can't say whatever you observed.
But I am concerned. I am concerned about
bad.
her. I am concerned about her well-being.
We all are.
All right, here we go.
Join the club.
The gimmick there. Now listen to this. This is an AI. This is a real dude. And if this isn't the nicest person I have ever encountered, ever. Now, are you saying it might be AI?
No, I was saying, have you ever filmed at this location before? Because I feel like you had. I remember.
Yes, I did, and the guy was real nice. And then when I pulled up to the window, the real nice guy was the biggest dick ever because I was filming.
Because he was filming.
So I was prepared for that.
Okay, all right.
So when this really, because the last time I was here,
He's
you're
super
right.
cornball. And,
And it's kind of that way here. So I'm thinking, okay, great. They're gonna have, because some people legitimately, when I pull up to get my food and I tell them, hi, I'm Bubba, I do a food review, and they see the camera,
they call you the police.
50% of the people don't like it. They don't. Others are great with it, including this place.
Welcome back to my KFC. Would you like to try our new cheese combo today? Go ahead with the order whenever you're ready.
Is that the pizza, the Chizza?
That is correct.
Yeah, I'll take that with a Coke.
You want to do the Pepsi on that? You got it.
Got the modern day white Triz pit bull in the back.
Oh, he changed you up with the Pepsi real fast.
Yeah. I'm
Be great, Pepsi, yeah.
Awesome. What else can I get for you today? You going to keep the fries for your side item?
Yes, please.
Can I get you anything else today?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Alrighty, you're at $13.96. You want to donate $1 to a social society? Get a coupon book today.
No, I'm good. Thank you.
Wait, did you shut down a donation?
Well, hold on. It was already $13.96. You want to throw? I mean, you want to?
But you get a coupon book, Bubba.
I mean, you're rolling live, Bubba. I mean, throw a buck in there. I mean, people would go wild.
Okay, I guess next time when I'm offered.
That's a good look at.
I don't know what their corporate give back
Don't
rate is.
let them pressure you, Bubba.
Exactly.
No worries at all. $13.96, my friend.
No worries at all. Now, was that not a pleasant experience?
Yes.
Sure was.
Compared to some of the ones I've had?
Thank you, sir.
My pleasure.
Very, very, very nice. Super polite. I get my thing. I do.
All right, well, anyway. Let me just...
I just want to see what it looks like.
Oh, it's a different guy though.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Yeah.
And they're super cool, too. And here we go. Let's just give you a little bit.
Last time we hear this guy had a really bad problem with me being on the air. My food review. How you doing? I do a food review on YouTube. Okay. If you scan that QR code, it takes you right there.
Because you got to kind of, Seth, I'm not trying to no,
Johnny
hold on,
salesman.
but you're not trying to brag or nothing, but you're trying to give them an idea as to why you're taping.
I think that's a good idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got the spiel down pretty good, don't you think?
Yeah, it's like riding a bike for you. I think it's the first food review you've done since Seth has been back.
Right, and I think so Seth, you got your girlfriend there. With a selfie stick and an iPhone.
Yeah, it's a whole formula.
And so
Jugs hanging
you
out.
got to kind of
Jugs are out?
Yeah, well, I got her jugs.
She always
out.
has her jugs out. Have you seen her?
Jugs aren't out, but she's wearing probably a jacked up tank top with big jugs.
Okay.
So I don't want everybody to think that I'm trying to be full of myself and tell them who I am and anything like that. But I do have to give them a little background.
Well,
as
before
to what
they
I'm
start
doing.
asking questions, you already got all
Right.
the answers.
You gotta be on
Hey,
the-
this is why you're on camera.
Right.
I got a food review at the channel.
Thank you.
This guy had a really bad problem.
And let's not forget, on the last time I was here, the guy's like, "No way, get off!"
I know,
So
I
I was
know.
like, "All right."
Yeah, get in front of it.
Food review. How you doing? I do a food review on YouTube. If you scan that QR code, it takes you right there.
I got you.
We're gonna be reviewing your chiz or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay. $13.96.
Oh, I thought I gave
her a credit
Oh, I
card
just
by
gave
2
her a sticker. My bad.
Thank
Pretty
you.
much like
you, ma'am.
cash.
I got ketchup in the bag, okay?
Thank you.
Oh, she shut the window.
Now she's saying this.
No,
fat
but
ass
yeah, you're right. You're right. You have that potential where she's like, get a hold of this guy, and so, but she wouldn't act this. Wait till you see how cool she acts.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you got a 50-50 shot of her saying, "Oh, this guy, Bubba the Love Sponge."
Bunch of lonely guys are going to go to KFC because they're so nice, just looking for friends today.
Whatever. Very pleasant. Look at that, boy. Did you see that? Did you see that slide edit, Red?
Oh,
Boy,
that was nice.
just call me Felix the Cat.
Very pleasant. Very pleasant.
Look at that. Boom.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, here you go.
Thank you.
I heard it's like chicken parmesan.
No, hold on. So she's telling me now. Don't you think that now? This is my only suggestion would be like if you're the manager or something of a major restaurant and you got a brand new national product that's being rolled out by your corporation, that don't you think
You should try it.
Your employees should try it if they're not, vegan or anything like that. If they're just regular,
Hell no.
You don't think you should say, listen, I want you guys all to free, of course, free.
No, when I worked at Kawan, people were like, "Hey, how's the red pepper quiche?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't eat this crap."
Okay.
A lot of the restaurants I used to deal with would want their employees to try it so they would sell it to the customer.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, and I wouldn't eat any of it, but I would just lie.
Right.
There you go.
Just be like, oh, it's great.
Hold on.
You haven't had it yet? Well, I'm going to review it for you.
Now here's
Nice line. Look at you.
Yeah, no, but here's where either I still got it or it's over moment.
Oh boy.
I don't know. You know what? I don't even know
It's
that
not
I
even
should. I don't
mean.
even
You
know
have
that
your food.
I don't even know that I should play it.
You look happy though.
Because what
drop
happened?
it?
Because what happens next?
Oh, come on.
What happens next is either you still got it or it's over.
Did she pick you up?
No, it's just
Someone recognizes you.
yeah.
Really?
So
It was that smiley beard guy that
Yeah.
Bubba fast forwarded too quickly too.
should I play
Yes.
it? But I'm giving you the payoff.
It's
Oh,
not the
come
payoff.
on,
the payoff
Bubba.
is how you like
Yeah,
the
we're 4
sandwich.
minutes into the 10-minute video.
I'm not sitting.
Okay, here you go.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you, but I'm not going to give you my review.
You're just giving the tip, Bubba.
Okay, this is just the tip.
We like the tip.
And how many times have we told as guys just the tip? And it's never just the tip. It starts out the tip for about 10 seconds.
Plunges.
And then hold on. What's that word again?
Plunges.
A deep plunge.
Deep plunge.
My goodness
Women
gracious.
say okay to just the tip.
Of course.
I've never asked anybody that,
That
but
seems
I have.
bizarre, but okay.
I have.
Me too.
Just the tip, and they're like, yeah, just the tip.
I'd rather just dry hump all night.
Hello. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Bubba?
Yeah.
Hi, this is Jennifer.
Hi, Jennifer.
I'm from Alaska.
Are you listening to me in Alaska right now?
No, not in Alaska, but I'm listening to you right now.
Really? From where is your current location?
We are heading to Florida.
Oh, again.
We're in a semi-truck.
All right, so you're semi-truck drivers out of Alaska headed to Florida.
No, I'm with your boy, Roger Lambert.
My boy, Roger Lambert. Okay, give me some clue as to how I know Roger Lambert.
I don't know. He says he knows you. Roger, I'm talking to Bubba.
Wait, is this Roger
Yeah.
from back in Sirius?
I don't know. I don't know who
I
this
can
is.
tell she's got big jugs,
now,
though.
Now, are you
Hold
Roger's?
on.
Are you
Hold
Roger?
on, wait, look. What?
Are you Roger's girlfriend, his wife, some lot lizard he picked up at the fiance?
Look, we're listening to you right now. Look.
The FM talk.
Okay, turn it up.
Orlando.
That's great that you're a little bit behind, but thank you very much. And now, are you? Do you know a lot about the show? Riding with Shotgun with Roger a lot. Are you a big fan of the show?
Hold on.
Pretty important.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Okay.
We've been listening to your show since we've got back to Florida and driving truck.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Roger's been in Alaska gold mining, and he found me. Well, we found each other.
Quite the ultimate golden nugget, huh? Finding some hot little crick like you, huh?
Yep.
You guys go to the Iditarod at all?
Can you describe?
I want to get married on. I want to get married on your show, Bubba. It'd be really interesting. Gold mining talk, a little bit of everything. I know all the gold miners.
Bubba doesn't do
on
great with
gold
weddings.
bears.
Yeah, our track record isn't the best for that, man.
I mean, okay.
He forgets to say kiss the bride and stuff.
All right, so
what was that?
Never mind.
We'll get that. We'll get your information and get back to you on the marriage gimmick. So, can you describe what you look? What's your first name?
Jennifer.
Jennifer. What and how old? If I may, how old are you, Jennifer?
43.
43 or 33?
43.
43. Okay. And how tall are you, Jennifer?
5'1".
And like how much do you weigh?
145.
Oh, that's good. That's thick. That's good thick. That's sexy thick. Big jugs.
I'm an Eskimo.
Eskimo, native Alaska, beautiful, nice jugs.
Yeah, nice jugs.
Beautiful Alaska native, TV titties, he says.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
I've never heard the term Alaskan jugs before, but it really did something for me.
It did.
Yeah.
You got a little something.
Move it.
So listen, Jennifer.
10% movement.
10% uptick.
I sent you emails.
Don't allow me to read the emails.
All right,
I sent you emails, and I gave you his number and my number.
Okay, well,
Whoa,
we need to.
Bart.
We respond well to pictures.
Wait, what?
We respond well to pictures. Send us a picture, okay?
Oh, what do you want? Picture of my titties?
Okay.
We can't say the T word.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And your face and your ass and everything, okay?
Okay, Jennifer Russell is my Facebook.
All right.
You'll find me.
We
Film,
will-
Alaska.
All right, Jennifer, thank you, and we'll get back to you on that marriage, okay?
All right.
Bye now.
I
She's just getting ready to do the payoff on the am I pathetic or am I a pimp? Based on what happened yesterday at KFC. Let me go into words. We'll come back with that.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
We'll be back after these words.
You don't think it's all today.
No, some of it I need your help with.
Yeah, I know. So are you out on the marriage deal? Because I think that's good stuff. Alaskan jugs ties the knot. I don't know if you heard before, Jay Gator. I'll check on the check on that. I think they got sent out Monday.
Did you find her?
What up, Iggy? Oh, I didn't even look.
I was gonna come show you real quick, Bubba.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
Think that helps. That helps a lot.
Yeah.
It helps me.
I'm on my messenger, but I don't have anything, Kim.
Tremendously. Thank you, bud.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, God, yes. Get them down here immediately. Alaskan jugs.
Oh, they're already in Tampa.
Oh, they're here. Okay.
They're in
Yeah.
Florida, I should say.
Yeah, they're sitting outside.
Oh, she's here. You just helped her. Things up.
What's up, grouper?
Hey, Lummy.
What's up, my car?
There's some pickup truck sitting across the street every day.
I know that Texas guy. He's
Who
an
is?
African American gentleman that's living in the back of his truck.
Oh no.
He's living in the back of his truck.
Yeah, he sleeps back there.
I thought he was cops trying to catch me peeing.
He may be using that visual for something.
He can jerk off to me.
Pussy.
What's up, Cracker?
Pussy.
What's up, Timothy? James, I'm not sure, man. Let me look into that. That sounds pretty sweet. Yeah, Jay Gator, if you don't get that package, I'm pretty fucked. I'll have to make small payments I'll have to make small monthly payments to get you your money back. Oh, man. You got it, man. I haven't looked into Griffey rookies in a long time. I thought Dylan Mulvaney was a stand-up comedian.
That's Oh no, sorry. John Mulaney. Dylan Mulvaney is the Bud Light transgender person.
Yeah. I thought on a Stein show I saw that she was doing some stand-up.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
I'd go to that show just to heckle her.
Hey, divorce lawyer, if you're looking for Gary, he was in Rumble yesterday, holding court. Holy shit, James. 3-20, wow. Probably somewhere in the middle.
Some caviar tacos. That's not true. BJ Clay.
What's up, caviar tacos?
Caviar tacos.
No, help me.
Help me.
Kendall Hall. Buzzard Bob stuck in Dion's tub. Up with. Is Wizzy or Iggy over here?
What's up, Iggy?
Big E. Gary Cantrell. Kenny Powers.
No.
Iggy. Iggy.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
After the show, make sure to check out BubbaArmyHQ.com. It's all things Bubba 24/7. And now back to the BRN.
Thursday, March 14th. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show. Go to our YouTube channel for a lot of exclusive content that you won't find anywhere else. Eventually, I take some of the YouTube stuff and repurpose it on Facebook, but it's usually we usually give YouTube a week or so exclusive, sometimes shorter, sometimes longer. The Bubba's food review. We've been doing it now, maybe a couple of years?
Yeah.
At least 3.
Used to be better at it. I used to do it like almost every Thursday we'd have a new episode, but I've gotten busy. But I need to stop making excuses and really start working harder. And so I'm going to do that. By the way, today was my third day. No. Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Fantastic.
So I hit the gym. Only missed Monday. That was because
the hour change. What'd you work today?
Buys, tries, abs, calves, and a little bit of chest.
Nice.
Yeah, that shirt's a little tight. I mean,
thank you.
Your muscles are popping.
2X.
Before we get to the payoff here, I just wanted to interrupt and thank our good friend Internet Fred. I don't know if you remember a couple of months ago, we were having some internet issues, and one of the guys that works for the big companies called us and really helped us out. He just dropped off a bunch of Cat 6 cable and some other internet stuff, probably $3,000-$4,000 worth of stuff.
Really?
And some paper towels.
And some paper towels, you said?
You mean like no? Is this Cat 6 stuff that we need? Like stuff that we can really that Macho Man's probably masturbating over right now, figuring he can really wire some stuff up.
Yeah, he's in the rack room like a kid in a toy store right now.
Fantastic.
So we appreciate it a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. What's his name? Internet Rick?
Internet Fred.
Internet Fred. Thanks. So, Kush, it would be interesting to get your negative take on this. So the woman is handing me my food, and at this point right here, it either shows you that I still got it in Tampa or I don't. Why is everybody... What sound was that?
That was me.
Doing what?
I was grabbing my water bottle, and I had some Butterfinger situation. It slipped.
She was so excited about the Cat 6. She grabbed it hard.
Sorry about that. It was more than paper towels.
Let me don't give her an excuse. Keep your mouth shut.
Okay.
We're trying to protect her.
Sorry, thank you, Lummy, but sorry.
Let her bury herself.
Sorry, thank you.
Bitch.
Sorry, everyone.
Don't make sounds, bitch.
Don't make sounds, bitch.
So sorry.
Here we go. This is the payoff.
Today by 5 o'clock. No. Bubba's Army, huh? Bubba. Yeah, here. Hold on here. Have you heard of Bubba the Love Sponge?
Yeah,
that's
me.
me.
On the radio for decades.
Yeah.
Listened to you back in Atlanta.
Guy looks like Lummy.
Scan that QR code.
Guy, he said, I used to
He's
listen.
already Stockholm.
He said, I already listened to, I at least used to listen to you back in Atlanta. That means, Lemmy, he listened to my syndicated night show back then.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. Then comes this line. And this is the line Well,
How many times have you played this? Watch this yourself.
No, none. I've not played this one
So
time.
you go to 221 and just keep watching over
No.
and over again.
I have not played it one time. I experienced it firsthand.
Okay.
So I think it makes it more pimp because he's set up with the fact that he used to listen to me in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So he's familiar with me. Here's the next line that I get a lot that I don't know how to quite take. Here it is.
It takes you right to my landing page. You can listen every morning. Okay, excellent. And then my food review of this will be up tomorrow at 5 o'clock on my YouTube channel.
Okay, awesome. I'll tell my dad I spoke to you.
All right, man.
I love your show.
Thank y'all. Bye now.
So I address it right here. Listen.
Tell my dad. Makes me feel old.
So when a younger guy says, this happens a lot. Man, I got to tell my dad that I met you because, my dad's a big fan, or my dad used to listen to me, or something like that. Is that pimp or pathetic?
It's pimp.
That's pimp.
Because it's like little
Seth,
purple and purple.
like you.
Yeah, you got generations of people listening to you.
All right, Seth, your interpretation of
I
it.
grew up listening to you with my dad.
I think it's straight up pimp.
All right,
I'm
thanks.
so hot and bothered I want to jump on top of you right now and start grinding away.
Let's see it.
What? No, okay.
Sorry, that got away
Have
from
you
me.
heard what he said? Didn't he say my dad listened to you and I used to listen to you at night?
Yeah,
in
well,
Atlanta?
no, he started with that, and then all right. So one more. There you go. There's.
That's a good look.
So listen, Seth saw firsthand that different men run different type of ships with their family. You know what I'm saying?
You mean their woman?
Well, no, from their animal, from how they have their animal trained to how they have their
Woman trained. It's okay. You can say it. Their other bitch.
Yeah. How you got your bitches trained. And some dogs, like, for instance, there's a little schnauzer dog that runs around here that's a spoiled brat and gets everything that she wants. Or wiener dog. There's this little wiener dog that runs around here that literally is the booker over its owner. Like, it runs the show. The wiener dog runs the show with you. Am I not right? I mean, she's so damn cute, but she runs the show with you.
Yeah, that's why she's been staying home.
Right, she's the boss. So Seth witnessed an interaction that I had with my girl yesterday, and look how now, Lummy, most pit bulls.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Lummy, you got your face bit off, and your dog bit your face off, and it wasn't even trying to. But dogs, especially involving food, involving the fact that she's a pit bull, but I got her so well trained because I trained my bitches up. I trained my bitches up so good. Tell me, watch this. Now, I don't even like put a bunch
of the tramp style with your dog.
I don't even.
I like it.
Here we go.
Those look good.
Pitbull trust game.
Pitbull trust game.
I like thick fries.
By the way, they had some unbelievable fries.
They look so good.
Their fries, and they had a little crisp, like a crunch to them.
They look seasoned really well.
Were
they?
So good.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this right now. If you watch this in its entirety, it's one of the highest reviews I ever give.
Oh, damn. Okay. I'll watch it.
I'll watch this.
84-pound full-blood pit bull that will bite your face off if you weren't properly trained. I'm gonna make it real little too. Okay, make it real little.
Like, most pit bulls would just, they wouldn't even have any type of dexterity or any type of gentleness.
Nope.
They would just go right for that fry, right? Not mine. Watch mine. This is how I got my bitches trained.
Just barely hanging out.
And look now, there's hardly any, like.
Wow.
There's hardly any left.
You want to kiss?
I know.
Let's
You're
not
trying to seduce that dog.
Let's not underscore the fact that she's drooling on me now too. Look.
Oh.
Now watch the gentleness here.
Oh.
Look at that.
Wow.
I mean,
straight drool on my shoulder. That's how you roll.
Most pit bulls would tear your face off. Watch. I'm gonna give her hardly any.
That was good the first time, Bubba.
By the way, these were all the Merch Crick's fries that I was eating.
And giving to the dog.
Do you think Merch Crick ever wants you to do that to her?
He cuddles the dog more than her. Oh, that looks good.
Look
I don't even eat check-ins.
Look at that.
Or pepperonis.
I'll tell you this. It is a little expensive. It's $14 all in, $13.97.
Well, it's a combo.
But I will tell you this, and I'm not going to play anymore. You're going to have to go watch it today at 5 o'clock on our YouTube. I'll tell you this. It's so big that, like, let me, like, if you and I are working for, like, say, Aaron at Average Joe's, and we're on a long crew together, you could literally go in halves because they split it down the middle, and half filled me up.
Really?
For real. Like,
whoa,
half of it filled me up. So you could literally go in halvesies with your guy, if you're trying to save, trying to save a little money. But go to our YouTube channel today, which is The Bubba Army, and watch me give one of the highest reviews I've ever given in a food review on the brand new KFC. Is it Chiz's?
Oh my God, Chizza.
Please. Chizza, please.
Bubba, may I bring up the what I witnessed yesterday?
Yes, please.
I kind of feel like it was on
Hold
par.
on.
Okay.
Yes, you can, but let's set a little bit of a backdrop to it, okay?
Okay.
We have to give we just can't say this is what you saw.
Okay. Do you want to set the backdrop, or?
So you and I are having a meeting on the poker table at the in the Clibs Clubhouse, and I got my little notes. And by the way, you don't have any notes like that. You know what? That kind of, I think that when we're having a meeting, you should have some. If I got notes, you should be taking notes. But you don't take notes, do you?
I write my ideas down, but I don't. I remember everything we talked about yesterday. If you want to quiz me right now on the show.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I feel like you need.
Do you feel like I retain information by listening, Bubba? I'm a very good listener. I've developed the skill set through 20 years of radio. So if you want to give me a pop quiz, man, like I'm ready to prove.
No, I'm good. I just was a little. You didn't have any notes. Anyway, so we're having a meeting. Talking about some stuff, and the Merch Crick has pretty much all of upstairs. The entire Clem's Clubhouse is now like merch. Like, it's all of our merch. You got straw hats in there. You got backpacks in there. She's waiting. She's got the the polyester sweatshirts. We've really, with Bubba Army merch, Bubba Army store, Bubba Army shop, we got a lot of stuff that we're selling.
Oh, yeah.
From air fresheners to nearly 300 pairs of tennis shoes that are coming, that we're waiting to come in.
Can't wait.
Don't forget Bubba Army. Lummy.
Repacks.
Cleats?
I thought you were going to talk about the cleats.
What's coming?
Oh.
Bubba Army.
Repacks. The repacks are up on there, and they're coming next Friday. I'm sorry, I thought you were going with the cleats. I thought you really wanted to sell the cleats too.
Alpha.
That's
what every time I set it up, it's where we got. That's what we've been doing.
Sorry.
Don't take your eye off the goddamn alpha ball. Alpha. Every time I say, don't forget, coming soon, Bubba Army.
Alpha.
Write it down, Lummy.
Alpha. Yeah, I am.
All right. So she's up there working like one of those little Santa's little helpers, or maybe a sweatshop, a Jamaican sweatshop. She's up there working, and Seth and I are having a meeting, and I guess you can tell your story now.
Yeah,
what you witnessed.
I just witnessed, verbal and emotional abuse. She was walking by. All of a sudden, we're having this meeting, and you look over and you go, "Oh, looks like somebody didn't go to the gym today." And then she's like, "Oh, yeah, my neck. I woke up," and you're like, "Uh-huh." And then you go, "Looks like you're gonna have an excuse not to go to the gym tomorrow either." And then she walked away, and then I was like, "She's like 100 pounds." And I was like, Bubba's
110.
110. And Bubba's Bubba. And Bubba's getting on her about going to the gym. And I just didn't know if it worked the other way around at all.
What do you mean?
Or if she tells you to go to the gym, No.
No.
She can't even talk. So.
No, but what I'm saying is, like, we have a thing where we go to the gym early in the morning, and sometimes, you really have to have some drive, because when my alarm goes off at 2:25. Okay?
But you go to bed at 6.
I know, but just hear me out.
Sorry.
So no matter what time you go to bed, when your alarm goes off at 2:25, for you to get your ass out of bed, brush, and by the way, Anna, I'm in my intermittent fasting, so I haven't eaten since noon.
Right.
I am absolutely starving, and to get up at 2:25, which means just physically get out of bed, brush your teeth.
Do you ever have any like cobwebs when you wake up because of the stuff that you medicate?
Not really. It's all worn off by then.
Oh, okay.
So, but to get up at 2:25 And the hardest part of going to the gym is putting on your gym clothes.
Yeah, the shoes.
Yeah, like that's if you can get geared up, you're halfway there.
Absolutely.
So I always have my stuff laid out the night before, right there at the bottom of my bed on the little settee deal, little couch-like settee thing we have at the end of our bed. I have all my gym stuff that I'm going to wear to the gym, and I figure it's rather than have to go through the drawers and stuff. If I got it laid out, it's easier to put on. So I just put it right on. Then I go brush my teeth, and then I go get a Monster because Anna told me that technically that doesn't really mess up my fast because it doesn't have any calories. I've been going with that, and it's been working really.
Works.
I mean, it works. It works. Like so I used to sometimes eat a piece of toast, but I figured that completely is blowing your fast. Like that, you're blowing.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done. You're done.
Yeah.
So a lot of times, the alarm go off, and she'll be like, you going to the gym today? She's like, I didn't get to sleep quite as, I tossed and turned till like 8:30, and my neck hurts from something. From whiplash at the golf cart at the Gator Nationals, or I guess maybe from crouching down right next to a 13,000 horsepower funny car so that I could get the ultimate footage. But my neck hurts. I think I'm going to skip the gym. So I don't ever say anything. I'm like, all right.
Oh, you take receipts though, Bubba.
Oh, I keep receipts.
Yeah.
So
why does she need to get up at 2:20?
Because she can't go to the gym without me.
Why not?
Because it's Bubba's gym.
It's my gym.
But she's been your woman. No, she's your woman.
No.
What are you afraid is going to happen if she goes without you?
She can't go without me because she won't push herself.
What the hell, Bubba? She's 110 pounds.
You're a trainer?
So as I'm doing my workout,
you're just yelling at her the whole time.
No, as I'm doing my workout, she's got her sets of workout.
David Goggins over here.
But if I'm for instance, a lot of times I'll be on the pull-over machine, and that faces the Smith machine where she's supposed to be doing her squats, and I can see her, so I'm doing my exercise, and she's not going. I'm like, you need to go ass to the grass. Like she's doing her squats on the Smith machine, and she's not going deep enough, and I'll yell at her.
But she's phoning it in, and you're calling her out.
Yeah, I'm like, come on now. And then she's over there nailing them. I'm like, you know what? We need to add 5s to either one of that. So that 15th one needs to be, you can barely get it up.
Do you ever say things like "good job"?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like last week we were at the gym, and she put an extra 5 on each side of her squat rack deal, and she was nailing them. And I go, you know what? See, if I wouldn't have made you put those 5s on, you wouldn't have had pushed yourself. And you're on your 14th and 15th rep, you were just squeezing them out. That was great. Good job. But when you miss the gym, and I'm going to tell you that too. So,
and you really got it as she was walking by yesterday, and then you made her feel badly. I could tell.
I did not.
I could tell the energy shifted in the room when you said that because she felt like she disappointed you because she wasn't going to the gym back-to-back days.
Well, she should have gone to the gym.
What are you afraid is going to happen? What are you afraid is going to happen if she doesn't put that extra 5 on the squat? Do you think her ass is going to just droop off, into the sunset?
No, but why not put the extra 5 on the squat if you can do it? Because you know why? If you're going to do the extra, if you're at the gym and you've already committed to being to the gym and you're not pushing yourself, then you're wasting your time. I mean, I guess maybe you're doing something.
But isn't she doing something right because she's in great shape?
Yeah. Let's keep her in great shape.
So are there ever days where she wants to go and you don't? She's like, "Come on, baby," and you're like, "Get the hell away from me!"
The only thing that she wants to do that I don't want to do is she wants to go e-biking all the time, and I don't like it.
Why can't she just go?
Oh, she can't. I mean, she's more than welcome.
Oh, but she doesn't want to go without you.
She doesn't want to go.
You're not an e-bike kind of guy.
Well, he was for a while, dude. He was going like every day.
And I'm going to try to get that back in. Again, February, it takes me, it's taken me a couple months to really get back on. Listen, I got the food review done yesterday. I got a big-ass staff meeting tomorrow with some ideas that I collectively want to follow through on with all of us. And so I got, kind of a resurgence of energy in our job and creating content. And February and the Winter Nationals at my track completely gets me off my game, my real job game, which is this right here. So I mean, Seth, all you saw was me saying, good job. What I say?
You said that. You said
She walked by, and you and I having a big-ass meeting.
Yeah, and you go, looks like somebody's not going to the gym today. And
no,
then,
it was like somebody missed the gym
Somebody
today.
missed today, and then, she started saying that her neck hurt. Then you go, now you already got an excuse locked in for tomorrow. And I was like, oh, man, what is happening with
why couldn't you have that? Why can't you say that to your girl?
No, I think you can. It's just, she's small, you big,
Was this after the food review?
Are you trying to say who are you to talk?
No.
Is that what you're trying
I don't
to
know.
say?
No, it was before the food review.
That's why he ate her fries.
Listen,
Linda.
You big, she's small.
Listen.
That's all I'm saying.
She is in great shape.
Phenomenal. And then add in her age, it's unreal.
She's 45. She probably won't want me to say that. But she is in great shape.
She's in great shape for a 22-year-old.
She's had a kid. And she is in great shape, man. Her ass pops. She's got strong legs. She's building up her
tight core.
Up. She's building up her upper body.
What does she need to work on?
Everything.
Well, maintenance. Everyone needs to.
But I mean, listen. She wouldn't look as good as she does now if she didn't hit the gym 3 times a week.
If it wasn't for me, just say it.
So I mean, we have a dynamic where I push her. Gym-wise,
she didn't look like it was a dynamic. She looked like she had to scurry out of there because you were disappointed with her. She scurried into the other merch room.
She scurried into the other merch room because she had 3 orders to fill, and she didn't scurry into the.
What would happen if she came out with that energy towards you? Would it be over?
No, not gonna be over.
She was like, "Hey,"
I just told her, "Shut up."
Really?
Do we got a Zoom today?
No.
We're
setting it up for tomorrow.
Oh, for tomorrow.
Yeah, so we can send it out and not have a problem.
Okay, perfect.
You run a tight ship, Bubba, and I saw that.
From the way my pit bull takes the fries from my mouth to the way my girl, responds to when I tell her, "Hey, listen, man, no skipping gym days."
When you were talking,
yesterday was legs, so everybody skips leg day, bitch. Not me.
Yeah, no, not you.
Not me.
But your woman did.
But I'll tell you right now, man, I may look fat on camera. And I may look fat, and I may look fat on life, and I may look fat in life.
No,
but I'm telling no.
Oh.
I may look fat in life, and I may look fat on the camera, but I'll surprise you. I'm pretty strong, and I'm pretty solid. I really
big guys are.
I mean, I'm just saying.
No, you you look really good.
I'm just telling you.
I know you got great blood. You're in great shape. I was just saying, just with how people are.
Did that give you anxiety? Could you tell Phoebes if you went to the gym and Phoebes elected not to go? Your deal was that you two went to the gym together, and she elected not to go that morning, and you went. When you saw her later that afternoon, you couldn't say, nice missing the gym today, Phoebes. You couldn't say that?
No, I mean, I talked to her one time a long time ago when I was really stupid, and I was like probably 25 or 26, and I told her that she needed to, she did nights, I think, at 97X, so I told, she would just kind of sleep and hang around all day, and I said, you gotta get out and start working out, and this is when I was like, in good shape, so I said, you gotta start working out, so our kids have, good habits and everything like that. We weren't even close to getting married or having kids, but that got her into it. And then I would get mad when she wouldn't go to the gym and stuff as I got older. And then I think I just stopped caring. And I was like, she can, whatever she wants to do to make her feel good or whatever, then, she can do. So I guess.
Well, guess what? I haven't stopped caring.
No, I know.
I still care.
Well, no, I care. She's lost weight without having to go to the gym and all that stuff. So I don't have to be on top of her.
I understand. But if she did miss the gym, you wouldn't remind her, would you?
I used to, Bubba. I used to. I'm just saying, and I'm sure a lot of guys, are doing it or have done it. I don't do it anymore.
I mean, it's one thing if
mostly because we have a 7-year-old,
but it's one thing if you say, "Hey, way to miss the gym today," and I didn't go either. That's one thing.
Yeah.
But if you got a little, if your thing, like our thing, her and I's thing is to go to, we go to the gym together. Like that's our thing.
But her neck, she had a neck issue.
Oh, and I was like, shut up with your neck.
Exactly.
Stop.
She can't even come to you when she's in pain.
Well, she's like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to take some ibuprofen. I'm like, stop with all that nonsense. You just work right through it. Grind through it, honey. Get some grit.
And that's what I witnessed yesterday, and that's what I found alarming. But apparently, it's standard procedure around here, and I'll keep my mouth shut from now on.
No, you have to keep your mouth shut. Just please don't, like frame it under the guise of abuse.
I think it's okay if that person had committed. They said they were going to go and they didn't. Because then you can kind of call them out and be like, "You said you were going to go and you didn't."
No,
I've done that before.
Our ongoing. Our ongoing par is that she goes.
Right.
Like,
Just
we don't have a deal where, okay, Bubba goes
procedure.
4 times and I only go 2. No, every time I go to the gym, and like sometimes, though, she has to go do some stuff like her son is in his master's year, his last year of architecture.
Pepe.
This is his last year at USF and he's getting a master's in architectural kind of deal. And sometimes they have like open houses like at 7:30 or something where, the students like worked, 3 or 4 months on this one particular, project where they've made a mock-up of a real modern, new building that they've designed. And sometimes there's probably 2 or 3 times a month that she'll be out with her son at the on an open house till like 8:30 or something.
Oh, nice.
And then on those days, I'm already in bed. And when I get up at 2:30, I don't even attempt to get her to go because she's out. She can get home till 9. She's dead ass tired. But when she goes to bed, when I go to bed,
there's no excuses.
No excuses. Your little neck schmeck.
Did she go today?
No.
Yeah.
She didn't go to, but she did have an excuse. She did have something to do with her mother last night. Her mother has having some medical stuff, she had some family stuff last night.
Okay.
All
so
right.
And you do have selective sympathy.
So today, like today, no, like if I see her today, I'm not going to say, way to skip the gym today. I got up today, went to the gym, didn't even ask her, knowing that she had, a family thing last night, didn't get back till later. I was sound asleep by, 5:15.
You're a good dude.
So, but on days that you're going to bed with me the same time, we got a little ritual. We watch our shows, then we pass out.
Take your stuff.
And then, alarm goes off at 2:25, and I can hear her over there moaning, going, I'm like, you get your ass up. Get your ass up and get to the gym. Come on.
Oh, man. Did you have a girl that got fat on you or something, Bubba?
No.
I feel like this has to stem
I've never
from...
had a girl get fat on me. Only I get fat.
Those are the rules.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Want to listen to the show on demand and on the go? Enlist today at BubbaArmyHQ.com and sign up and start listening. The Bubba the Love Sponge Show will be back after this.
My fast since Sunday.
Good.
No, healthy 32 months.
Good boy.
Not since Sunday so I fasted Monday, I fasted Tuesday, I fasted Wednesday, and I'm fasted today.
Good. Probably
And
feel good too.
I'm getting 19, and next week I'm going for 20.
Holy shit, bro. You're giving me a run for my money.
What are you, 23, 24?
I don't do the same fast every day, but say yesterday, maybe I did I probably did about 23 yesterday, but I typically do 18 to 20.
Wow. Yeah, so I did 19 every day. So, I'm on my 4th day. So, I'm 4th day at 19. So, I'm going to try to, on Monday, hit it up to 20. So, that would be eating at noon and then eating again at 8. Instead of, right now, she brings me my fruit at 7. So, I'll have her move it back to 8.
What up, Permagrom? What's up,
Or I could move my last eating to 11.
1.
Now, what's it feel like when you do 24? Does it just fucking is it?
It's not like this magical number you hit.
No, I know, but you're constantly pushing yourself. As much as
the longest I went was 45.
Well, how many?
45 hours.
I would be dead.
No, you wouldn't. You'd be fine. Hunger is transient. That's what I learned through all this fasting.
Young boy,
You get hungry and then you're not hungry, and you get hungry and then you're not hungry.
But what I'm saying is this:
is it like we were talking about in the gym on that 15th rep? If you have a weight that you've been doing now for 3 weeks and you're on that 15th or 20th, whatever your last rep is, and you're fucking nailing it, and you don't eventually load up a little bit more weight, then you're not really.
There's different ways to progressively overload, without adding weight.
But yeah, do more reps.
Do more reps or go slower.
Stricter on the negative and things like that. But normal. So is fasting the same way where your body could get used to 19 and you need to shock it a little bit and go 20 a little bit, 21?
You'll adjust to it. I don't think you necessarily need to shock it, because really the whole thing with fasting is just you're trying to get in a calorie deficit.
What up, grouper? Dark match.
That's it. Because if you're only eating 4 hours out of the day, it's gonna be hard to eat that much volume.
Yeah, I got the fucking gist of it.
That's really what it's about, is getting in a calorie deficit.
And that's why I love it, because I fucking absolutely love it, because I can still eat a pizza or a half a pizza.
It's not gonna throw you off.
Or as long as it's in my window.
Because you can only have maybe 1, maybe 2 meals, and you're probably not gonna eat more than 3,000 calories in 2
So like today, I had fruit.
Yeah.
Which doesn't hurt me.
No.
I'm gonna have these peanuts.
Yeah.
And then at noon, I'm gonna have the leftover chizza. And that's it.
Fine. That's fine.
That's it.
That's fine.
Even though the chizza isn't the best thing for you, you're still way below.
It's all about energy balance.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta make your.
Seth, you ought to try it. It really, like for real, like it is.
I do it by accident.
No, but like if you legitimately kind of try to get on a little bit of a regimen with it, it fucking works, man.
Well, I mean, I guess this coffee's got calories in it, but I don't really eat food until I haven't eaten I went all day.
I think you lost weight since last time you were here.
I don't know. That's not what everybody says. I'm probably right around.
They don't ever say nice things.
I'm probably right around the same, but I'm trying, man. I'm trying.
You told me we were in Tampa now, Douglas.
All right.
I never thought I'd be one of those guys, but life
Bubba.
is just
Let me.
happening.
Bubba.
Can I'm asking on you. I'm asking you.
Okay.
Let me thank for sending that to me, man.
No problem. Sorry, it was too long.
No, dude, you're all good. I only need it for this afternoon. Then I'll just keep it logged in because I'm.
Let me. Did you send me the average Joe?
I was waiting until you said it, but I'll send it to you right now. You know what's weird is that Jesus fasted a lot in the Bible. And Anna doesn't believe in Jesus. Maybe she followed Jesus.
Lummy, did you write down Alpha?
Oh yes, I did. Double Army.
Alpha. Everybody forgot about Alpha because we're fucking hawking the cleats.
That's what we're talking about, the cleats.
I know, hawking cleats, we're hawking repacks. Shit.
We're hawking shipping.
When's the Alpha
It all
coming,
goes to the
Bubba?
bottom line.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's why we forgot about Alpha because we're hawking so much stuff, you know?
Bubba,
It all goes to the bottom line.
We're running like a fucking scholastic book fair here with everything, you know what I'm saying?
But
All this,
merch is a part of the business.
I get it. Let's sell some fucking Bubba.
Look at my girl. Look at my fucking girl.
Let's sell some slap bracelets.
Bubba, no people asked about. Oh, is this the stupid fucking? When Bubba Alpha is coming out? Bubba
I don't know.
Alpha.
We don't know.
I'd say probably in
Summer of 24?
Volume. Let me go.
What,
Volume.
volume 24?
Volume 24.
Yeah, volume 24. They were just asking when it was coming out. Sorry.
They want to pre-order Alpha. You want to go see Pusha T and Kid Cudi with me in July?
Who's that?
Couple of rappers. They're awesome.
No, but Matt, hey, Lummy.
Yes, sir.
Tech Nine's gonna be in town for 98 Rock Fest.
Oh,
we need to fucking, we need to get him.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Missed part of the show? We got you covered at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Now back to Bubba Live Worldwide.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge show. Look at yourself right now. Are you in Orlando? Did you happen to stumble upon 103.1 while going through your dial on your FM radio, and you just stumbled upon 103.1, and it was this hip-hop, fly vibe, bunch of nonsense for about 18 months? Then Shane and John Cracchiella and Shannon Burke and Stevie. They're like, man, the average rugged man in Orlando is not being repped well at all on the radio. You've had this 31-year franchise in TKS. And supposedly, let me they lean kind of, I guess, from what I've been told, they lean kind of liberal snowflaker.
That's
what
I've heard too, yes.
Like I heart woke. And we and me and Don Miller and the Shannon Burke and maybe this other dude that I'm working on, we're the furthest from. I mean, we have some snow. I have some snowflake aspects of my program, but for the most part, we're manly men. And are you right now in Orlando? And are you looking at that dial 103.1 and you're like, yeah, I found you.
Here's the manly men you've been looking for.
There's the snowflake. Little bitch ass.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
813-90-BUBBA. 813-90-BUBBA. I wonder, Lummy, if there's some. We're now in our second week. If there are some people now in Orlando that maybe had heard of us or heard of me. I think me has done way more than us has. So it's me more than you. Although, Lummy, me and Seth were talking about how just, over you are. Like, you're just so over.
We really were, Lummy. We're just talking. I mean,
we're just talking like boys.
What kind of compliments was I giving Lummy?
Practically sucking his D.
Thank you.
I mean,
oh, wow. Thank you.
For real. Like, really sucking your D.
I only do as much as Bubba lets me do. Thank you, Bubba.
Well, you do enough to let me S your D.
Well, thank you.
Easy on the S to D.
Oh, sorry.
So I thought I was just following your lead. A real man from Orlando.
Are you sure, Bubba, by the way, Bubba?
So I don't know if we have any, there's Bubba Army in Orlando, that have watch us on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook or Bubba Army HQ, and they just happen to live in Orlando, and they never really tuned in on Florida Man. But, is there any new people that weren't familiar with what we do and how long we've been around that just organically stumbled upon us within the last week and 3 shows in Orlando on 103.1 that didn't know about us or knew about us but didn't know we were back? 813-90-BUBBA.
Could you imagine somebody stumbling upon your radio show for the first time ever and then finding out that you have 30 years worth of material that they can go back and listen to?
Oh, yeah.
It's like just finding out that Curb Your Enthusiasm existed, and then then you get to go watch 11 seasons of it.
It would be a great analogy. It would be like, by the way, this is season 10 of Curb. 12 of Curb. And here's the good thing about Curb is that Curb, you could just with Larry David, the co-inventor, or I think he was the co-inventor of Seinfeld.
Yeah, co-creator.
Yeah, co-creator. And he has this show on HBO called Curb Your Enthusiasm, and it's so brilliant. It's about this old Jewish guy that stumbles around Hollywood and just gets himself in the most vicarious situations.
He's a prick.
I mean, but when you kind of describe it that way, Seth, he just gets himself in just rich guy, Jewish prick problems, right?
Yes, on the show, I would say he's just a guy who just says whatever is on his mind, which gets him in trouble a lot.
Right, but it's just living his normal life.
Yeah.
Yeah. And his roommate's this African-American guy named Leon, who's the coolest dude ever, who supposedly has a big, huge penis.
Yes.
And so you could literally have just found out about Curb. You're watching it. You're into it. And then you find out, oh, my God, there's 11 other seasons that I can go back and listen to. And kind of be up to speed as to the whole body of work within the Bubba the Love Sponge show phenomenon, if you will. So I don't know if there's any of those out there, Lummy. Maybe it's too early on, and I think there's like a 2 or 3 minute delay too.
Yeah, there is.
I'm hoping so.
I think people would hear this and know if they liked it or not. I mean, it stands out. It's going to go one way or another.
Oh, I think just like for Walton Beach. They brought us back, and
Here's a 407 number.
Hold on. They brought us back in Fort Walton Beach. It took about 6 to 8 months, and within a year, we're top 5 men 25-54. So there you go. Who's this? Hello.
Hey, it's Paul in Orlando. What's up?
Hey, Paul. Are you old school Bubba Army, or did you just happen to stumble upon us?
Well, I've been listening to you for a while, but you guys were on 104.1 up here for a long time before they switched over. So you guys have been here for a while.
Well, no, we were never on 104.1. We were on some other
I'm sorry, 105.5. My bad.
Yeah, we were on 105.5, but that signal literally, outside of where the Magic play, outside of their parking lot, you couldn't get it. I mean, literally, you couldn't get it at UCF. But this 103.1 this 103.1 signal is a flamethrower compared to our 105.5 one that we had.
Okay, yeah. I live in Oviedo, and I get you pretty good there, but on 105.5. But I just wanted to let y'all know that. Love the show, guys.
Appreciate it. Spread the word. Go out on the job site and tell the boys, man. You remember Bubba the Love Sponge? You know the guy that let Hogan sleep with his wife. He's back on the radio. He's back on the radio.
Right on, man. Yep. I love the show. Love Florida Man Radio. Take care.
Thank you. Lummy, here is the Alex Jones documentary.
I can't wait.
From the person that produced the Michael Jackson Neverland. This is about Alex Jones. I'm going to see if I can get Alex Jones on. I have a connect to help promote this. Listen, man. I mean, when HBO is.
But is he behind this? Does he want this?
I don't know. You know what? I don't know. You're right. You're exactly right.
Probably not.
Hold on.
Thank you so much for joining us. There is a reported school shooting in Connecticut.
Well, even if he doesn't want it, Seth, we should have him on to refute it.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said they are going to come after our guns, look for mass shootings, and then magically it happens. This is staged.
That's when our world turned upside down again.
An HBO documentary.
Alex Jones is the most polarizing figure in this nation.
It's hard being a white person.
InfoWars was thought of as a fringe organization, but at its height, more people were watching than CNN.
Unlike controlled media, I try to tell the truth. The government will not tell you that during increased radiation levels, you need more iodine.
He turned some story into a need for a supplement.
You got parents method acting, the green screens and the lies. It's not real.
What do you mean this didn't happen?
It started less than 48 hours after the shooting, and then it grew exponentially.
We need to analyze all these videos now.
Emails, letters threatening us.
There was a contagion spreading to billions of people, and it was only getting worse.
His Sandy Hook was my Hogan sex tape.
Yeah.
Right? Kinda.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what he's most noted for, screwing up. Right? My biggest screw up is
Well, you only screwed up a few lives. He screwed up many lives.
That's true. None of my involved children.
I mean, you got people rich, Bubba.
The only life you really screwed up was your own.
There was 3 people that were in this. There was 3 people that were within the Hogan sex tape world, and 1 got real rich, and 2 didn't get nothing, and 1 lost their job and everything.
There you go.
And that's when I filed the lawsuit against Alex Jones.
This is a show trial.
The most egregious case of defamation in American history.
75 million people believe that Sandy Hook was staged.
I believe they're being fed and manipulated.
You believe everything you say is true, but it isn't.
Let's talk about InfoWars' business model.
You put out a story, it gets people's attention.
Go to InfoWarsStore.com.
InfoWars is actually an infomercial, right? These families have been hunted, and Jones is getting rich off it. It's just so obvious.
Now, did you guys see the numbers? I think maybe on one of the 2, I think he had 2 trials. One in maybe the Dallas area, and then the other one where you had to travel to the Sandy Hook area. And I think they got into the InfoWars financials. And I think 1 year they grossed $36 million or something like that.
Ooh.
I think so.
Sounds about right.
Let me look that up.
That's what they're doing.
That's how he runs his empire, and that needs to be stopped.
You must tell the truth while you testify.
I believe I told the truth. This is a kangaroo court. This is a political action. It's a witch hunt.
This is not your show. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury have reached a verdict.
I hope to accomplish an era of truth Please.
Man, that looks great.
It does.
I'll be watching it.
I will be too.
When did he pivot to that he was just like a entertainer and he was just, he didn't really mean what he was saying? Didn't that eventually come up that he was just a character?
Well, like he
just said he was wrong.
Yeah,
I don't know if he said he was a character.
but he played it way too hard on the front side. Like, he admitted his wrongness, or please realize this is strictly my opinion and I'm a polarizing, shock jock / whatever. I'm standing behind the First Amendment and my opinion is this. I mean, he really, when you start talking about, the rules are very, very, very different when it comes to the First Amendment. They really, really are. The First Amendment is not absolute, unfortunately. It's not. And, when you're dealing with dead children and such an outlandish. Now, listen, you don't see anybody for the most part, losing their empire or their job or their livelihood over having a 9/11 conspiracy or a JFK conspiracy or just Anna is obsessed with conspiracies, and none of which are involving. Listen, the hard facts of Sandy Hook. There wasn't a lot of wiggle room, I don't think, for his conspiracy theory. Not a lot of people co-signed with it. I mean, it was pretty cut and dry. The kid went to his mom's house, got her handgun, went into the elementary school, and shot some kids. Then I think turned the gun on himself. I think, as rudimentary as that may sound, I think that's pretty much the facts, no matter what agency investigated it. Am I right or wrong?
I think so.
I mean, like there wasn't, there's been so many other situations that you could sink your teeth into and really get all conspiracied out on. And he's got his whole shows based on it, and none of which on InfoWars and on the Alex Jones show, I don't know that he has gotten or got in as much trouble with regards to his conspiracy theories on various other subject matters than the Sandy Hook one was the one that got him.
Well, the thing is, Alex Jones is right about a lot of stuff.
He is.
I mean, he was talking about Bohemian Grove years before he even went there, snuck in, filmed it, and was like, look, this is what... That's really what put him on the map in terms of, like, quote, credibility, is that he was saying all this crazy stuff. Everyone's like, yeah, whatever. He gets into Bohemian Grove. He films it. He shows that they have this, like, giant effigy of, like, a child that they set on fire, the people that were dressed like druids, all that sort of stuff. So people were like, oh, man, this guy knows what he's talking about. And then after that, everyone just kind of... He had this kind of rabid following of people who just believed everything he said, and he's right about a lot of things, but this unfortunately was not one of them.
He's been very right about a lot of controversial things, and he's had, by the way, Mushroom Mitch, let me 25 on the PayPal.
Thank you.
PayPal Cash App. Venmo is currently suspended at the Bubba Army. Thanks. But here's the thing, Anna. He's been right about some stuff. But the one that he doubled down on involved dead kids, and there just wasn't the wiggle room or the data that supported his conspiracy theory.
But like you said, Bubba, how much was he making for the 3 years that he talked about the Sandy Hook lies?
Right.
They say is $165 million.
100, yeah.
So you'd probably double down too. I think all of us would.
I don't know, man. I mean, if I made $165 million. And I don't have to play the Sandy Hook card the way he played it. I just stick with the stuff that Anna talked about and all the other things that he has conspiracy theories on that doesn't involve parents that have lost their 7 and 9-year-old children.
They're claiming
having been gunned down. I mean, I just don't know, man. There comes a point where you have to have a handler like Tom Bean or somebody to say, we can't go there, bud.
But they're claiming that's why he made that much money, is because of the Sandy Hook. Because they said on the day that he said it was fake, they made $123,000 in merchandise.
Okay, day one.
Day one.
after day one, when you start getting the heat, I mean, lawsuits just don't happen overnight.
Yeah.
Parents start organizing. You start getting rumblings that they're going to potentially sue you. You stop. I mean, you're like, hey, it's Alex Jones. And because, as you know, the parents are organizing, they're hiring their Morgan & Morgan or their JD Ocko or whatever. You're like, hey, listen, you know what? Upon further review, I have the ability to be wrong. I've taken a step back on this, and I think I'm wrong on this. I don't think it went down this way.
He did do that, but too late.
Way too late.
Like years afterwards, so they'd already been harassed. Apparently, there were people that were like peeing on the graves of these children, saying it was all fake. They were all crisis actors.
Right, and the longer he let it go, the bigger that number he's going to... isn't he bankrupt, Lummy?
He declared bankruptcy, yes, for the $1.5 billion that he was...
Hold on. You can make $136 million all you want. That's great. By every one of us in this room would be on, cloud nine. And every one of us in this room would say, I made $136 million, and if I need to say I'm sorry or take or walk back something or retract something or issue a sorry statement, I'll do it. He didn't. He kept doubling down until almost the trial. Right?
No, I think in 2019 he was on Rogan, maybe 2018-19, and Rogan was really trying to push him, like, you were wrong, right? And he'd be like, yeah, but and then he would kind of, he didn't sound very sincere when he said that he was wrong, but he did admit to it on Rogan's show in, I think, 2019.
But that would have been the stage.
It happened in 2012.
That would have been the stage to really be intellectually sorry, like really be...
Rogan was trying to push him in that
right.
direction. He didn't really follow suit.
When Rogan gives you...
I'll find the clip.
When Rogan gives you that big softball that you can potentially then use to opposing counsel, saying, hey, listen, I've gone on the biggest... I mean, would we not arguably agree that, Joe Rogan probably is the largest platform to be able to be interviewed on? That's...
Yeah.
Him and Tucker Carlson are probably, if you have an opportunity to do on one of those two shows, that's the biggest platform you could have for your agenda.
What about Don Lemon's new show?
Did that get canceled after one day?
Yes.
Did it get canceled after one day?
On Twitter.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
Elon canceled him?
His first interview was with Elon Musk, and Elon Musk fired him after the interview.
Really?
But it's still going to air on X, yeah.
But it's not up yet?
No,
there's parts of it.
Yeah, it might be going up, but yeah.
I love Elon Musk. Did somebody send it?
Yeah, I did.
You sent it to me?
Not at the Elon Musk. It's Alex Jones clarifies his Sandy Hook stance.
Here we go.
I think maybe like 2 minutes
Yes, Alex Jones. We're live.
About 2 minutes in.
Wow, it's good to be back for the second visit.
It's good to be here, man. It's good to see you.
The media came out and said Alex Jones says Parkland didn't happen, and he's sending people to Parkland parents' houses. And there was no video, no audio. It wasn't true. In fact, I said I believe Parkland happened. So I'm not going to be the mass shooting denial guy. I have been branded as the Sandy Hook guy. I mean, imagine a Final Cut Pro video editing timeline. And you go back almost, it was 7 years ago. I guess it's more than 7 years now. And the internet didn't believe some of the things about Sandy Hook. I started covering it weeks after. My first articles and things are, this will be used for gun control, and I bet the guy's on Prozac and a mental patient, which he was.
You can say that because most school shooters are. You could statistically, even if that wasn't true, and they said the shooter was on Prozac and he didn't happen to be, you can say, well, the other seven, the last seven school shootings has been a white male that's, been hopped up on psychotropic drugs, Ritalin, Prozac, whatever. So, okay, maybe this one wasn't, but I can show you a history of it happening. You can probably cover your ass on that. You're good on that.
Of course.
But then about a couple of weeks into it, my listeners and others start sending me all these anomalies and things. And later it turned out some of those anomalies weren't accurate. And then I just moved on from it, okay? I mean, I'm not Adam Lanza. I didn't kill those kids. But when I'm on the streets now, people don't know who Adam Lanza is, the guy that killed those kids. They think it's me.
But you positioned yourself as such.
They say, I can't believe you're not in prison for what you did to Sandy Hook. All they know is Alex Jones, Sandy Hook, dead kids.
That just goes to show that, and I suffer from that in the Hogan sex tape. Hogan sex tape, Bubba the Love Sponge, dirtbag. Right?
Yes.
I mean, nobody.
No, I mean, no.
Seth first to say yes.
I mean, sorry. Was
It
that
sounded like you
rhetorical?
wanted a yes,
Was it
Bubba. It sounded like you
rhetorical?
wanted a
I
yes.
No, but it is yes.
No.
Hogan sex tape, Bubba, scumbags.
No.
Try to sell it. That's what people got from it. And Alex Jones is right. Shady Hook. Alex Jones, shooter.
Shady Hook?
Sandy Hook.
Shady
School shooting. Alex Jones.
That's what Alex Jones called it.
Show. Well, I don't think that's. I think the majority of them are angry because the narrative has been that you're sending people to these Sandy Hook families' homes.
Exactly, and I'm not, and I never have.
That you're responsible for these.
Was there ever any audio of him asking does he have, like, you know, our group, our followers are the Bubba Army? Are you like an info
a warhead?
What are you?
Oh, you're a warhead.
Is that what you are?
No, but I think that'd be good. It's a nice candy.
These people getting harassed because you said on your radio show that it wasn't real.
Yes, there is video and audio of me saying I can see how people don't think it happened, and I can see how people think it's synthetic because there's been stage events before. That then gets edited, put together, cobbled together. But I never said go to people's houses. I never said go investigate these families.
Did you ever say that you think it's not real?
Yes, I did.
But now you do think it's real.
Because I learned some of the anomalies were not accurate.
That's a problem with all this conspiracy shit, right? Because the conspiracy theory stuff, the people that want to believe, they believe in conspiracies with everything. And I think there's a certain percent, and we talked about this just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, when I started getting accused 4 years ago, a couple of years into it, when I said, no, I think it happened, then people that I had interviewed...
No, but here's the thing. What got him in trouble is when he got down the rabbit hole of... These were actors. This didn't, you know, the kids really didn't die.
They never existed.
They never existed. This was a big theatrical production. Meanwhile, you got, and Seth, please don't get mad at me, but you got parents that have daughters the age of Seth's daughter, you know, because these kids were like between 6 and 9. I think.
They were like first graders.
Right. You know, you got, grieving parents that have just buried their daughter, and this loudmouth guy saying that it was an actresses, staged, didn't happen. Man, that would piss me off. I'm just telling you. I don't blame the parents for. Inevitably they put their money where their mouth is, and they went to the court of law, and he got his ass kicked.
Well, now the media is going after Aaron Rodgers over it.
What do you mean? What's Aaron Rodgers saying?
Well, I guess back in 2000...
Any media member needs to stay clear of this.
I guess 2013, Aaron Rodgers supposedly told a CNN reporter that he thought the Sandy Hook thing was set up by the government, and now the media is running that he accused.
Well, you know what? Is there that audio?
No, there's no audio. It's supposedly two people that.
Well, then it didn't happen.
Well,
come
the
on.
media is running with it now. That I guess people are outraged.
Hey, you want to run for vice president? They're going to dig up all your past dirt,
right?
Whether
exactly.
you said it or not.
Exactly.
But Lummy, you said he didn't say it did happen, or it was. He said he thought.
He said he thought it. He claimed it was an inside job by the government for gun control.
Wow, I know, but is this recorded?
No, I sent you an article from CNN but every news media is picking it up the last day.
See, that's not cool.
How? Because it says RFK.
That could literally. Listen, but hold on. If there's no that's B. Not that I'm.
They found shoes that fit
Aaron Rodgers, but I mean, like if there's
put him in jail.
That's one person's word versus another.
It's in a private conversation.
With CNN's Pamela Brown. One of Robert Kennedy Jr.'s prospects for vice president, he has acknowledged, is New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers. CNN has learned that in private conversations, Rodgers has shared wild and unhinged conspiracy theories in which he claims that the 2012 Sandy Hook shooting was not.
Listen, in full disclosure, in private conversations, we all have talked about unhinged and crazy stuff.
Eric Gill, $40 on the Cash App. And
right?
Also, Aaron Rodgers, well, he's come out because it was at the Kentucky Derby. And I guess some people said that he had a couple drinks.
Yeah.
And so he was kind of relaxed.
Letting it fly.
CNN knows of two people with whom Rodgers has shared these views with, including CNN's Pamela Brown. In 2013, when CNN's Pamela Brown was covering the Kentucky Derby, she was introduced to Rodgers. Hearing that she was a journalist at CNN, Rodgers began attacking the news media for, quote, covering up important stories. Rogers then brought up the Sandy Hook shooting and said the news media was intentionally ignoring that the shooting wasn't real, that it was a government inside job. I remind you, the shooting, of course, was very real, very tragic. 20 children and 6 adults were murdered that day. When Pamela Brown asked Aaron Rodgers for evidence of what he was talking about, Rodgers then began sharing various theories that have been disproven.
I don't know, man. I don't know if a private conversation.
Lock him up.
If a private conveation can be in play.
This guy had a couple of old Milwaukees one night and started spilling secrets to Jordy Nelson.
Exactly. I just think it's funny that they're trying to bury RFK. You know.
They bury everybody.
And they started saying, he's involved. He's one of them. Because you are now saying that it happened, they thought that you'd been compromised.
Yes, and then I was realizing,
this is how it works.
A certain percentage of people are schizophrenic.
Exactly.
And then they just think everything's a conspiracy.
Well, this is the thing about conspiracies. It's very attractive to people that are schizophrenic. Schizophrenic people think everything's a fucking conspiracy from top to bottom. Every single interaction.
You think Anna's schizophrenic?
What?
I didn't until now.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think everything is a conspiracy theory.
Oh, please.
They're fun, but I don't think everything is.
Huh.
Got to look at it case by case.
What's the name of that KFC pizza, Lemmy?
Chisel, please.
Chisel, please.
That people have some sort of a stage event that's trying to take them down or control this or mind control that.
Anyway, there is a new documentary. It looks like it, to me, it looks like, and you guys can help me out here, that this might not be Alex Jones approved.
Right.
It may not be in conjunction with Alex Jones production.
Right.
HBO presents, what was it called? I don't even know what it was called.
The Truth versus Alex Jones or something?
Yeah, something like that.
And it doesn't look like Alex Jones might be backing it. From what I
so
yeah, no,
let me go into words. Let me go into words. And at first I read this, and I got mad. And then I saw this footage of Mike Tyson. And this is Mike Tyson, a 10-second spot. This is from yesterday from Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
And this is day one of his training. Yeah, 57 years old. And
you guys are the exact same age.
57 or 58 years old. Maybe, something like that. And this is his first day of training as he's going to fight, Jake Paul. So let me just give you this 10-second little thing here. And you can think that that Iron Mike has gotten a little old, that he still might be a little rusty, his skill set might not be. But I just want you to look at the pure violence and the power of, and you can't fake this. You can't fake this at all. Here we go.
It's day one. The fun just
Who
begun.
is that on his chest?
His daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, his daughter died on a treadmill accident.
Are you kidding me?
No, she was.
You're not messing with me?
No.
Conspiracy.
No.
Sorry.
It's very tragic.
Yes.
She was like 3 or 4. And he had a treadmill, as a lot of
anyone does.
People do in their home. And she learned how to turn it on or something like that. And from what I can remember of the story, that she had long hair, like long hair, like a way a little 4, 5, 6-year-old girl would have, long hair.
Yeah.
And she got on the treadmill, didn't quite understand the mechanics of the treadmill.
Sure.
Fell down. And the hair got into the machine and
ripped her scalp off?
Yeah. Something.
No, it was she got caught hanging on a cord.
Okay. All right. But it was a treadmill.
Yeah, and her younger brother, or I guess her brother found her. Hanging.
Yeah. And so that is the picture of, that's her right there.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
2009, I think.
Now listen, you don't see 18-ounce pillow gloves here, right? These are, probably 14s, maybe 12s. And so I see that. I'm like, yeah, because I want Mike Tyson to kick his ass. I want Mike Tyson to kick Jake Paul's ass.
That's right.
Because I'm tired. If you want to talk about conspiracy theories, I'm tired of the conspiracy theory being that Jake Paul pays off these former big fighters and MMA guys to lose to keep the Jake Paul is a legitimate boxer, going. And it just feeds itself. It makes more money and more money and more money. Well, now at first I believed it. And now I think it's just a ploy to make this, hold on, when he beats Jake Paul, now you got an automatic another match with Logan. So the headlines read, Logan Paul claims that he rejected an offer to fight Mike Tyson because he thought the 57-year-old icon was too old and senile, and his brother Jake, 27, prepares to fight in July. So can you see, though, he can say this, and which I think Logan Paul is a pretty good athlete. I watch him on WWE, and he's a little bit younger than Jake.
No, he's older.
Oh, he's older than Jake.
Yes, by like 2 years or something.
So to me, this is not a legit. I don't think this is a legitimate story. I think this is a press. This is a organic press release, or just I should say maybe a setup for once Mike Tyson beats Jake for him to say, okay, listen, Logan, I beat Jake, but you think I'm too old now?
Logan only had 2 fights and he retired. He announced that he's not going to box anymore, especially since he's under a WWE contract. I think he's going to be with WWE for at least the next 2 years.
But you're going to try to tell me, though.
He wouldn't. No way, Bubba. He would never fight Tyson.
No.
He doesn't have the boxing skill set that his brother does.
No, he doesn't. He hasn't had nearly as many fights.
He has the athleticism and the obviously the wrestling training.
He's a natural born wrestler, man. If you ask me.
I've watched him, and I think I told Lummy a couple of days. Listen, the guy is
good.
For real a good wrestler, but I thought that this was just a way for Logan to come back. I mean, what better way to double dip than that? You beat my brother, now beat me, bitch. Right?
They'll do it at WrestleMania. Tyson off top rope.
I think
he's done a Mania before. That wouldn't be too far fetched.
Yeah, I think he has. I think he did a Mania with Hogan,
turn.
Didn't he?
No, it's the Tyson one. No,
Stone Cold.
It was DX and Stone Cold.
But Tyson was supposed to, if it's a story, which is on our shorts on YouTube, Tyson was supposed to
Find
do
it for me.
a WrestleMania with Hogan, but then he went to jail. So then they had to get Buster Douglas.
Yeah, supposedly Hogan claims that he was offered $10 million to fight Tyson after the Buster Douglas fight, and they had it all. They was like wrestler versus boxer. Because if you remember right, Seth, they had him going over to Japan and just whipping this Buster Douglas's ass like it was
wasn't even going
to be close.
Right.
It was one of the biggest upsets in boxing history.
They showed it on regular TV, didn't they, back in the day?
I think they did.
I feel like they did, yeah.
I think it was on HBO.
Was it? Okay.
But it was like, this guy was like a ham and egger, and it was just going to be like a little warm-up fight for Tyson. Just a way to grab a quick payday and a huge house. I think they sold 40, 50,000 seats. It was some kind of big place in Japan. And Hogan claims that he already had a contract. Him and Vince had already got a hold of Tyson, that when Tyson came back from Buster Douglas after killing him, it was going to be was it a $10 million? Was it a $10 million payday?
Hogan was going to box?
It was over $1 million.
Well, it was going to be kind of like, it was going to be like when he fought Rocky, like an exhibition.
Kind of, and then I guess because Buster was scared.
You were going to fight Tyson. Here we go. Then what now? Let me.
Then I guess they had to get Buster Douglas, and he was scared to take a bump, so he had to be the referee.
Yeah, but Tyson did eventually do a WrestleMania a couple years later.
So we might want to repurpose this now with the big Tyson, Jake Paul, Logan Paul deal.
Yep.
Listen to this. Tyson.
Well, it's going to be. We were looking at about the first $100 million pay-per-view ever,
and you and Tyson had the paper signed, didn't you?
Yeah, I was. Well, we were close. Vince was whining and dining him. It was a situation of Vince was saying, I was in my prime, I wasn't injured, I was big, and Tyson was on top of his game. game, and Vince had been trying to put it together. They're even having meetings with Tyson going, oh, you have the gloves on Hogan Russell. He won't hurt you. He won't, arm bar you or hurt you. He went over and got knocked out in Tokyo.
Knocked the
by
fuck
Buster
out.
Douglas, and Vince scrambled and got Buster Douglas and reeled him in because it was an NBC thing. And Buster Douglas wouldn't get in the ring. We ended up having him be a special referee.
But he wouldn't fight you.
No, between me and Macho on Saturday Night's Main Event, he ended up trying to sucker punch Macho and actually hit Macho under his eye with an elbow.
So Buster Douglas would get in a boxing ring with Tyson and box for 12 rounds, but wouldn't get in a ring and do a work.
Well, he didn't think it was working. They thought we were setting him up.
Buster Douglas thought, he goes, man, I ain't getting in the ring with that guy. It's fake until I get in there. Then I'm going to get my ass knocked out.
And let me tell you something.
Seth, I think we need to repurpose that short. That thing might eat again.
I would say so.
Let's not talk about it. We were going to set him up.
We were really? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You were going to fight Tyson.
Oh, it's going to be, we were looking at about
the first 100, so Hogan claims, the first $100 million. Hogan inflated everything except that sex tape number, 141 strong.
Yes, this is a daily telethon. We got to keep the lights on somehow. So don't forget PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo. All at BubbaArmyHQ.com.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
We'll be back after this.
Yeah, he's got 5 baby mamas.
He has a lot. I'm looking at all his kids. They all have different moms.
I mean, what did you send me?
Nothing. He's out of the room right now.
What up, Lunger? I don't know who sent it, but I'm going to be on Bubba's Instagram later, opening up a blaster of Prism. What up, Bubba fan? Yeah, I don't think they had part-time champions back when Hogan was wrestling. They definitely had him at every fucking house show. Bubba fan, I told Bubba that Ronnie Munn's here, but I think he's in denial because he didn't know. What up, Big Buck? I heard Ronnie's in town. I talked to Lummy yesterday. We didn't know how to approach Sponjo about it, and again, he's not taking it well. No, I didn't see Sasha last night. I saw you retweeted her, Gary, but I didn't see. I don't know why I thought she was debuting at a pay-per-view. Alexander Jake Paul. I feel like they kind of blew. I feel like they kind of blew the big surprise of it, unless they did it really well. I'd love to watch it. No, nobody said Bubba didn't want to see Ronnie. I'm just saying Ronnie's here. Sponge didn't know. Yeah, it was in Boston, Gary, wasn't it? They set it up in our hometown. Especially because people have been taking pictures of AEW crowds lately and saying like they suck and all this shit. I mean, so it was good they set her up for success. What up, Kabuki? Stent on a blimp. Lummy said that Ronnie's old and he might have forgotten that Bubba lived in Tampa. That's not bad. I don't know why people like to shit on crowds and stuff.
Let's see your home gym.
Good morning, Big Longer.
hey, you want to come in here so you can watch me, so you can be impressed?
That's funny, Big Grease.
Belongs to my grandson, and I just have to set my stuff up in between what he's playing with and not. So I got stuff here. I got treadmill down there. Got my trainer here. In my man cave, I got my dumbbells that I never touch. How often do you work out? That's why stuff like this. Not too often.
Oh, no shit, Berto.
Like God, have my grandfather when I played sports.
Congrats. Where'd you meet him?
Not that they're so we played.
I hope you like that card, man. That's a sharp card.
Bubba, did you want the
What up, Rudy?
The pictures also from your
What pictures?
from our show?
Do you have them?
He sent them. I gotta upload them real quick, but I can do it real quick. You want them?
I know, and it's a little scary. We made one brown sugar. Hey, the hell? Well, like,
What up, Travis O?
Saturday I do, but I try to keep it like I'm like I deserve to die for how I beat myself. I beat myself to death. What I would love to find in my life is a balance where I kind of need help. Maybe find the least in hotels where I don't spend a ton of time.
What's going on, Brian?
20, 30 minutes tops. So, you know, last maybe your hand.
You mean like cards, Jay Hizzo, or like memorabilia? Yeah, I don't collect it, but I don't mind it. Berto, you went to the performance center for delivery? That's kick ass, man. Ricochet was just there? What up, 69-0? Yeah. 60s and 70s. Not 80s and 90s, though. That stuff's, a lot of that stuff's no good. I like it, Bouncer. I like that where Soldier Field is. So it's good if they're gonna build it right there on Lake Michigan. It's also nice that they're willing to put up $1 billion. I think they're putting up $1 billion or $2 billion, which you know, a lot of teams don't normally do. They want the cities to pay for everything. But Bears coming in heavy.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Missed part of the show? We got you covered at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Now back to Bubba Live Worldwide.
Lummy, our good friend Aaron owns Average Joe Landscaping.
Yeah.
Whether you're residential or commercial, go to Average Joe Landscaping. You can go on, I think he's just started his YouTube channel where he's doing like a virtual kind of deal where he can kind of show you what he can do to potentially your home. And I think he uses your house as his very first model.
Yes, that is one of them. Yes,
the Garrison home. Yes. Now, is this your house?
Yes.
This, to me,
it's not 100% done, but that's what it will look like.
Oh, is this the one that you're working on?
Yes.
This isn't where you live now in Wesley Chapel.
No.
All right, so
there's Pitbull in the front.
Yeah, nice Pitbull in the front.
That's what he.
By the way, I got to post the pictures of what Average Joe and his guys did for Janie Cakes. They came in and took that rubber tree out. She had literally a rubber tree, and that rubber trees are really aggressive, and they'll grow right through your pool screen. Like they'll literally just grow through your pool screen.
It can break your tiles and your concrete.
Yeah, and so my mom was like, that was Jeff's rubber tree, and he planted it, and I don't want to. I'm like, but Mom, you don't understand. It's unless we continually trim it, which is going to be a pain in the ass. It's going to always go through your pool screen, and like, you know, come on. So she had these two areas that were that Average Joe came in and completely cleaned them out and then put white rock down, and it looks so good. And and she's so thankful. She's like, can I make something for him, or can I bake him some meatloaf or something? You know, what old timers want to do, bake you some cupcakes or something. I'm like, no, Aaron's good.
I sent you the pictures.
Bubba, who is this African American gentleman hanging outside Lummy's house?
That's Pitbull.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's waiting to shake me down.
I thought he was the one that just got done blasting Ashley.
No. Ashley's in the back.
Okay.
It's not Dontarius.
Yeah.
Different guy.
So Lummy, do we have? Oh yeah. So she had this whole. I don't have the before.
I'll try to. Let me look. Give me a second.
And so this area here was just full of just scruff, just whatever. And I told Aaron, I said, can you go to my mom's house and can you just completely clean all of that stuff out and lay some rock down? And they did, and it looks so much better than it used. So thank you so very much. Go to Average Joe. Is it AverageJoeLandscaping.com or what? What is it? Do you know?
Yeah, it's AverageJoeLandscaping.com. Or you can go to his YouTube, which was Average Joe Landscape.
Right. And then this. Now, Lummy, is this what he envisions your place going to be? Is this your Tampa house?
Yes.
All right. So this is your Tampa house. Is this all going to be, is this all cement? Is this all existing?
No, so that's going to be, there's existing cement now, but it's going to be torn up, and we're going to put gravel all the way back.
All the way back.
Do you really live in all this acreage, Lummy, with no neighbors?
Is it really this big with like this? Is it a long, skinny lot just like this?
Yeah.
Is this true to life? Like,
yes.
I mean,
he took the measurements. And
this
then
is
put
true
it
to
there.
scale?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And then he's going to lay down somewhat nice ground here.
Yeah, we're going to put grass
down. Put on some railroad ties here, some probably that mulched rubber so the kid doesn't get hurt.
Exactly.
Got a shed back here.
At the garage.
Got your truck. Got Mama's SUV. And so Average Joe, I think, can maybe come look at your place, do a CAD or a SCAD design, and show you potentially what your landscaping project could look like
your 3D vision.
when he's done.
Yep.
So, and let me I had the befores.
I'm emailing them right now.
To yourself?
Yeah, and then I'll pop them up there.
So, Seth, to answer your question.
Yes, sir.
That Ronnie the limo driver was in town.
Yeah, yesterday at the Yankees game, spring training.
People have been tipping us off.
Yeah. Be like, dude, I went to your wedding.
Dude.
Be like, dude, I had a kidney stone at your wedding, dude.
Come on, dude.
This is Ronnie the limo driver's cell phone, by the way.
Oh, no.
I mean, what better way, right? Right, Seth? Rather than sit here and just
go right to the source.
Rather
Been forwarded to
rather than just speculate.
Oh, we got chucked.
9-1.
Rather than sit here and speculate. Let's get him on the burner.
Not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Ronnie, dude. Bubba, Clem, Tampa, Florida.
Came to your wedding.
Love you more than anything. Like, out of everybody on that Stern show, I would say that, like, you're my best friend. I mean, I love Howard, but Howard and I aren't close. He doesn't, I'm not that fancy. You and I are more, we have more things in common. I like Fred, too. I like Mehmet, and I like the guy who does my impersonation. I like those two dudes, too. But anyway, I heard you're in my own backyard, literally my condo. Lummy, would you say what is 5 minutes from where the Yankees play?
If that.
Now, was he in town with his lovely wife Stephanie?
I believe so.
So you're in Tampa, Florida, Ronnie, and you didn't contact me. Not a chance to go to lunch, not a chance to come over to the studio, nothing, buddy. And I think I was quite generous on that gift I gave you.
You think you went to the dollhouse last night? That's why I didn't pick up?
I could have got you all set up at the dollhouse. I could have got you set up wherever. I don't know if you're Ricky's guy or Score's guy anymore, or I don't know what Flat Ronnie. I don't know what you got going on, but I know you're my friend. I went to your wedding. I love you so much, and if you're in my town, why didn't we get together? Call me back. See you later, Ronnie.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase message review.
Ronnie, dude. Bubba, Clem, Tampa, Florida.
Came to your wedding.
Came to your wedding.
love you more than anything. Like, out of everybody on that Stern show, I would say that, like, you're my best friend. I mean, I love Howard, but Howard and I aren't close. He doesn't, I'm not that fancy. You and I are more, we have more things in common. I like Fred, too. I like Mehmet, and I like the guy who does my impersonation. I like those two dudes, too. But anyway, I heard you're in my own backyard, literally my condo. Would you say, 5 minutes from where the Yankees play?
If that.
Now, was he in town with his lovely wife, Stephanie?
I believe so.
So you're in Tampa, Florida, Ronnie, and you didn't contact me. Not a chance to go to lunch, not a chance to come over to the studio. Nothing, buddy. And I think I was quite generous on that gift I gave you.
You went to the dollhouse last night that I didn't pick up?
I could have got you all set up at the dollhouse. I could have got you set up wherever. I don't know if you're Ricky's guy or Score's guy anymore, or I don't know what, Flat Ronnie. I don't know what you got going on, but I know you're my friend. I went to your wedding. I love you so much. And if you're in my town, why didn't we get together? Call me back. See you later, Ronnie.
If you are satisfied with your message, press 1 to listen to your message. Press 2 to erase and to send your message with normal delivery. Press 1 to send your message with urgent delivery. Press 2. Thank you. Your message has been.
And I just texted him too and said, "Dude, are you in Tampa?" And if you got iPhone to iPhone, it'll say delivered, and it says delivered.
Nice.
So that means he got
I
it.
sent you the beginning pictures, and just to correct, it's been changed. It's averagejoetampa.com is his website.
averagejoetampa.com. That's yeah. So
hey, Bubba.
Yeah. What? Can't you look at my what?
Can I go outside? I don't feel well. Can I go outside for a second?
Oh no.
Yeah, right. You need water?
For real?
Do you see me sweating and stuff? Yeah, I don't feel. I just got to go catch my breath or something.
You have an anxiety attack?
No, I did. I just something.
Is it the Ronnie the limo driver talk?
No, this is gonna sound so stupid. I
pooped your pants?
No. I just was like, I moved my shoulder or something, and it like had a weird.
Why don't you let me rub it out for you?
No. It was
bring that shoulder right over here, and I'll work it out.
Do you see? Look, do you see me? Do you see me sweating or no?
No, I mean you just look like the clammy
mess.
Oh yeah, no, I do. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead, go. He's got an obvious sweat on his brow,
like a Alex Stein deal.
I don't know. Are you coming back? You think?
Yeah.
Just give him a second.
Is this your new less evasive way to quit?
No, I'm not quitting.
His backpack's still in here.
Oh, leave your backpack here. So we got some. It is. All right, cool.
Uh-oh.
Welcome to my world.
He just drives away.
That'd be hilarious.
Welcome to my world.
His backpack's empty.
All right, so here's my mom's. I mean, look how crappy that looks. Like my mom's, 78 years old, and she can't be back there keeping all that up. And then that big ass rubber tree to the right, it's got a mind of its own.
It does.
Literally does. And that looks horrible.
Yes.
But look now.
Oh, so much better and easier to maintain.
This, or this.
That.
Yeah, that's what Average Joe.
AverageJoeTampa.com.
AverageJoeTampa.com. Commercial or residential. This or that.
Do you ever take a dip in that pool?
I do.
Yeah?
I do, and I get my mom in there with me and make her do.
You guys do like a little swim aerobics together?
Well, yeah. I do.
And Average Joe.
I'm trying to keep my mom active. Every Thursday now, she's doing shuffleboard.
Right.
Nice.
And on the now she's got you can either play at noon, 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I told her I can make the noon and the 1s and the 2s, but I can't make the 3s and the 4s.
Mm-hmm.
So this week happens to be a 4:00 game.
Oh.
So I could not
go
even think about going. I couldn't even think about attending that. 4:00 Willie. Now, what were you going to say? Let me about
Average Joe just wanted to point out to the haters and maybe Anna too. He took all the stumps out this time, so.
Yeah. Well, did he not take the stumps out last time?
Well, no, in the front of the building because he left one palm tree stump. Ada and I guess haters on Facebook really pointed it out. because he would have had to rent a special machine for that palm tree.
All right, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm telling you this. I'm looking at a Rumble right now, and it says we have one viewer. Do we have a Rumble?
I see 1735.
I see 1740.
No, just one person.
What?
Did we just have a meltdown?
No, just refresh your feed.
Yeah, I think it's on you because I'm still 1740.
Yeah, if you turned it on right at the beginning of the show and then you haven't refreshed the page, it may not.
Oh, I'm refreshing. Okay, here's my third refresh. Boom, still at 1.
Oh, then I think it's just a bug on your end. But we're at 1738, 1740.
Let's hit 2 Gs.
Let's go.
Please.
1738.
2 Gs, please.
1738.
Don't forget to go to my YouTube channel at The Bubba Army and look at my new food review of the Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Do you remember what it's called?
Chisholm.
Oh my God, your short-term memory is shot.
Chisholm.
I've been talking to people about that. I'm a little concerned about you.
Good. This means you can have a job, you not have a job quick. As I continue to deteriorate, you're the first to go.
I'm the first to go?
Yeah, I mean, if I'm starting to lose my bearings and I got to start cutting it back because the show's not as good as it used to be, and we're not getting the contributions or the views, or our digital world continues to deteriorate, and as I deteriorate, you're the first one. I mean, you're the first. The
weakest link. Yeah.
Well, if I got to start scaling back,
Oh, I know.
I mean, just like
this isn't news to me.
Cox and Odyssey and iHeart and Beasley, they're scaling back, talent.
Sure.
I happen to be one of the very few that's adding talent, but there might be a point where, maybe
and you think that the more
early onset dementia, is just not entertaining anymore. Bubba the Love Sponge just isn't as funny and as riveting as it used to be. I'm listening to other people now. And my numbers deteriorate. My money deteriorates.
I don't think the show will deteriorate with your memory. I just noticed that your short-term memory seems to be just not as quite as sharp.
Maybe I
as it
don't
used to be.
care. Maybe I don't.
Okay,
maybe I don't
fair.
care what that stupid ass chicken pizza is.
Okay.
But I can tell you, who the Packers traded for.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Sure.
I'm back, Sponjo.
Oh,
you're right.
Okay.
I was going to give you far more time than that.
No, but you can take the 9 minutes out of my paycheck.
Oh my gosh.
While Bubba is eating whatever the merch chick brought him for lunch, go check out all our great Bubba Army merch at BubbaArmyStore.com.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
We'll be back after this.
Bub, I was stroking out during the Ronnie call.
You were?
I really was hoping you weren't going to listen back to the whole thing.
Well, I mean, it gave you an opportunity to whatever.
No. I was waiting for the pause so I could tell you I was dying. Dude, I'm soaking wet. I don't know what happened.
Do you need some water?
I got some.
Do you do breathing exercises?
Do you need a gummy?
I was outside.
K-Pen, Xanny.
Silvadine, Band-Aids.
I was gonna take a Xanax, but it was too late. It was like
Bubba, I sent you the palm tree video too. Do you want me to just text that to you?
Oh my god. Thank you, Dark Man.
Oh no. Is this the whole thing?
Yeah, it's just sped up.
I'm good, Blummel. Something happened to my shoulder and it sent like a pain, and then my whole body started.
Here, let me give you some therapy. Okay?
Well, I want to tell you,
know if you
like,
should be fucking with it.
Hold on here. Let me just hobble over here because I'm an old man that's
Sorry, I
listening.
know we're all throwing
Okay.
questions. Do you get dizzy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you been like chiefing on your?
Yeah,
not
all day.
too much.
He just choo-choo trains it all
Because
day.
sometimes that happened.
You
to
get
me.
lightheaded?
That happened to me at Bubba's track a couple
Really?
weeks ago. Yeah, I was hitting this all fucking day.
Did you start sweating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a cold sweat, and you gotta literally just wait it out.
Cousin. Write it out, cousin.
You got it.
It's right there. Something happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Write it out, cuz. Just write it out. There we go. It's 2 more rounds. Keep your gloves up. Okay.
Oh, my shoulder hurts too, I think. Oh, I'm pretty sweaty. I think I do this time.
Bite your ear off.
Please don't.
And you guys said I was high maintenance.
Oh,
Oh,
you know what you need to do? You need to stand up and let me crack your back.
Oh, blue tent
squeeze
me.
balls.
Yeah, let me get. Come here. Stand up.
Blue tent me,
You're just
guys.
gummed. You're just straight gummed. Come here.
Dude, you're gonna feel. I'm soaking wet.
Okay, hold on.
It's okay, don't be embarrassed.
Oh, just one little one. Just one little one. It was lower Willie. All right, get back in here.
Okay.
Your cement Willie.
Oh.
If you go to the gym, you got a decent foundation of some shoulders. You could get some.
Yeah, you let me know.
Build something up.
I'm waiting for the new gym.
Everybody's big ass nose, 40 months.
Yeah, when is that happening?
Came down from the quality
Huh?
control.
When is that happening?
Good,
I
good, good.
don't know.
What do you
I don't
reckon?
know if I'm gonna allow people to work out there.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna do some fun stuff together.
We might do some fun
you know what I
one-offs, but
mean.
maybe not full time.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Full time,
You know what's gonna
And
happen?
Gil, $40 because he knows Cash makes Seth well.
Next time I leave the show.
I mean, you always feel a little better.
Next time I quit the show, that video's gonna get put on YouTube and goes, Seth storms out.
Or it's gonna show me holding your shoulder and like say I'm sexually molesting you.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
You could like say this is what he did to me. I was saying no the entire time, but you cut the audio and you're saying illegal touching. I'm prepared for it all.
No, I know. So,
Hello, stuck on Dion's toe.
guys, I don't know what to tell you, man. I can't explain.
Can we hit over 1,000 on Twitter? Come on, motherfuckers.
I can't explain everything.
I can't explain why we're at 943 and not over at G-Ball.
Hey, Bama boy, I don't have a fucking booster. I don't have a booster. I know you guys think I'm all double vaxxed. I'm not vaxxed, baby.
You're not?
You're not vaxxed at all?
I got vaxxed 5 years ago.
Well, I mean, you got the vax.
You're supposed to get it every year like the flu
But
shot.
you got the initial vax.
But I didn't get boosted because I said no more fucking shots.
Okay,
I put my foot
So you
down.
have been
About time.
vaccinated. Let's be intellectually.
I mean, you did good. You're fine. I got vaxxed. I'm not proud of it. I'm not proud that I'm a dirty fucking vaxxer.
Ew.
Hey, Pippi, I gave you a shout out earlier in the show, man. Go back and watch it.
Did you watch Alex Stein's thing, Bubba? Oh yeah, you just reposted it.
Love you, Bubba.
Yes, you
Yeah, I just saw that. I didn't realize.
He did.
Yes, I got
What's
it.
up, Jay Fish?
My mistake. I
He
fucked up.
must have watched it.
Yeah.
I won't, Spike. I just was much like Stein, I started sweating and I started just getting anxiety of why that was happening to me.
Oh, spaghetti-o.
All while listening to Bubba replay his fucking message to Ronnie. I thought that's how I was gonna die. You think Dan would have given me mouth to mouth?
I would have. Even though I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm bad, Jake. I'm fucking translucent, baby. You see right through me. You know what, Master Splinter? I haven't eaten it all. Probably not great. But again, it was this. Who said? Somebody said a full prayer for me.
Are you
Thank
still good
you.
with Shannon at 9:15?
What?
Thank you.
Shannon at 9:15?
Yeah.
Thank you, Blumel.
Do you want to break again and then? I guess so, huh?
Yeah, we need to break. We need to break again.
Before Shiz Annenberg.
It's the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Missed part of the show? We got you covered at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Now back to Bubba Live Worldwide.
We potentially were thinking maybe Seth was having I quit, but a little bit more of a creative way on how to quit rather than just use. The one time he quit, he took his backpack and stormed out of here. I mean, do we have footage of that? We need to find that.
We did 3 parts on YouTube, Bubba.
Yeah, it's a 3-part series.
Is it a 3-part series?
Yes, it is.
Was there like the tension and the build up and then the walkout?
I thought there were two separate walkouts.
It was there was two walkouts, but then also the aftermath after the.
Can you just remind me what that was about? The altercation?
I don't remember.
I think it was like your Lord and Savior Trump isn't going to save you or something, and then.
Oh yeah, I think I don't know what it was. It was
the walkout.
Uh-oh.
No, I had to refresh.
I said that.
Yeah, you got to refresh, all right.
And then on the refresh, it got me gimmicked.
That's pretty cool.
I don't even know where the hell I'm at. Gimmicked. Like your Lord Stand by. All right,
We're making music.
Still around. Stand by in different places. Was it over Trump? Was it really over Trump, buddy?
I think the first walkout was.
I wouldn't say. I mean, I would. Bubba. I wouldn't say it was over Trump per se. I would say that it was. We were talking. I think it was COVID talk.
Were we sucking MAGA D?
No.
Probably.
I think
And
Dr.
over
Dan
MAGA
saying
now?
that the COVID wasn't as bad as what they were saying. But
I don't know why that would have gotten me upset, but I don't
know.
We don't either.
I mean, man, you really had a hair trigger back
Well,
then.
I mean, let's fully dig into the footage before we figure out what it is.
Give me the footage when you can. Okay.
I'll find it.
Oh, I have it right here.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So.
Oh wait, somebody quoted what I said. Your hero Trump isn't going to get impeached. COVID can still be serious, and Trump can still be president. That's a good quote.
I don't have.
And then you walked out.
I sent you.
I don't have a quote on any of that.
I think I sent you the last one.
As you can see, man, I've literally for the last couple of days tried to be like not political at all, because like everybody just flips out of. I don't understand why your favorite radio show can't talk politics, because everybody's talking politics. Everybody at work, everybody in your family. It's the hottest thing going right now. And just because you don't align with me or I may not align with you means you quit me forever. So I mean, literally every day. Let Dan talk about politics. Let Dan not talk about politics. Tell Seth to shut up. Tell Seth to say more. Tell Anna to shut up.
Tell Anna to shut up.
I didn't say tell Anna to say more.
Yeah, I know.
I was trying to get in your head.
Yeah.
All right, let me. This.
This is like the start. Yeah.
It's a big deal.
Oh, that hair.
He said he was being a dick. I mean,
all the way back to the beginning.
This is well after the walkout.
Oh, after he left.
Yeah.
I did not see this coming. I did not know that Seth was this upset, but suddenly something triggered him, and he just swung his microphone, packed his bag, and walked out. I don't know what happened. I think it's a shame.
Man, we had bad lighting.
I was going to say, I don't ever want to hear Dr. Dan bitch about lighting anymore.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, I got to get up and move lights around.
My Lord.
Fond of him, and I don't understand what was so bad that he had to get up and leave. I didn't think we were in any kind of. No one was arguing.
Woo! Welcome to the Bubba Army YouTube channel.
That's badass. By the way, I can't do those type of burnouts now that my car's been restored by Adam from Fender Works.
That's right. Nope.
I cannot do that.
Why
Although
not?
I'm encouraging other listeners that have the ability to do burnouts with your car to come lay us. I mean, I literally want the front part of our building to look like an NHRA drag strip, burnout pad. And we're at 5021 West Nassau. So if you got like a badass car that you can lay a little patch down for us. Well, I mean, I think from time to time people roll by and lay down
have.
because the patches, it used to be it was just the patches that I laid. But now it looks like, more and more people are swinging by.
They sure are.
5021 West Nassau.
That's right.
And lay down a patch. You'll see where everybody we want a full-blown NHRA burnout patch. Although
Yes,
I don't really care for the NHRA.
Screw the
anymore.
NHRA.
Well, what's everyone been saying for the past 6 months? The only way.
So if you just look at this, you could already tell Seth
He's
is
not having
is
it.
checked out.
He was mad.
100% checked out. His mouth couldn't be any further from the microphone than what it is. He is not having it.
Way that they'll ever get Trump out of office is to destroy the economy,
Right.
and that's exactly what they're doing.
And the economy is beyond destroyed. I don't know if you can destroy it any worse. Like
Oh, you
the
just
worst,
wait, buddy.
You're the worst case scenario. It's worse than that. Like it's not, this stock down 15% and that. I mean,
dude, your Lord and Savior Trump will not get kicked out of office. Don't worry, he'll be back for another 4 years.
You're wrong on that one. Listen, it's not my Lord. It's not my Lord.
It's
and
all
Savior.
about getting Trump.
See, you melted down on something. It didn't happen. He didn't win.
Back in office. He'll be back in office, okay? Corona can still be serious, and Trump can still be your president.
I don't appreciate you being a dick because it's not. I don't have a dog in the fight. I don't care.
But it's been like 3 days of like.
Man, I think I've lost some weight since then.
You sure have.
Every day it's just like Corona's not real, Corona's not real. And then if you pipe up with an opinion, otherwise you get shot down by 4 people telling you that it's all the media hype. Like, let's let people have opinions here.
Who's getting an opinion shot down? Whose opinion was shot down, Seth?
Giving you my opinion. No big deal.
Seth,
Let's just go
did you have an opinion that was...
Oh, this is the beginning.
Oh, I saw that Chuck.
Oh, look
That's
at
a Chuck.
Seth, even you would say that's quite an
Dan's
quite an
smile.
aggressive mic pull away, is it not, bud? First of all, are you okay? Yeah, he did have his guns popped out. Are you okay with us playing this like in fun? Like we're not literally trying to screw with you. We're just showing your progress that you've made. And
you don't have to spin it for me, Bubba. I got no. You get you.
No,
play
I'm
it.
just
You-
saying.
it's all good.
Okay,
it's all good.
More of the Bubba Radio
Oh, he
Network
takes
after
the
this.
headphones. Oh, he's done.
About Corona. Can't say shit about Hogan. Can't say shit about anything.
hold on. Like we're all like what?
What the fuck?
We're all like, is this for
I
real?
just love Dan watching it happen.
Dan, hold on, I've never seen in my lifetime Dan have his hands crossed like that in my entire life.
He's just
I think
stunned.
Seth tripped up Dan more so. I've never seen the praying hands on Dan ever. Look at Lummy.
Lummy's like, what the hell?
Look at Lummy. Look at Lummy.
Lummy was so cute back then.
He was.
He's so youthful.
He's
so
playing
fluffy.
with those little curls in his hair, and he's just.
We
Look
didn't
at
know
him.
what was going on.
Look at
Well, I was at a crossroads between being pissed off and going home, or trying to talk about what just happened on the show.
Man, I was laying heavy there. Whew.
I think we should talk about it, and then if it continues to escalate, we'll have Caveman throw on a best of.
Caveman.
Dude, we're not escalating nothing. I'm not, regardless of what happens
This is when Seth had one of his first meltdowns.
to me.
Has he had two?
I don't know. I'm sure. I don't know.
I think you've had. Lummy, you know that. Has he had one or two?
He had 2. This was
the first one? Or?
This was the biggest one, or was this the mini one? Was there a bigger one?
I'm
'Cause I
trying to
wanna
look
show-
in the back, but I can't
My
find
day.
the other one on YouTube.
I finished
we
my
didn't
day.
put the other one up on YouTube.
And so at the end of the day, you can kind of have a powwow, decompress, debrief, and talk about tomorrow. But I finish my day. I finish my job, and I never take the ball and go home. So, Bubba, stay on the radio, please, till you're 10 o'clock. We can talk about it afterwards if we can't resolve it to your satisfaction in the next hour and a half. You agree?
Yeah,
I do.
I was spun out. I was
Basically saying
completely-
don't quit.
I was spun. I'm like, man, if he can walk out, then I can walk out.
That's my call. I cannot do it if I want to.
If he walked out and his walking out's causing me to be freaked out, well, then I got to walk out. Seems like walking out's a cool thing to do right now. Caveman, get a best of him immediately.
That's a professional. That's how professionals roll. You never see.
All right, so
let's go to happier times with the palm tree.
yeah, let's do this. I mean, who decided to put the goofy music behind it?
I did because it was just quiet otherwise.
Oh, okay. I mean, is it royalty free at least?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right, so
it's a goofy video.
It is. It is, and I'm not chastising you for that at all. Thank you.
I can make one without the music if you'd like.
Nope. Let me. I gotta get a hold of Dan today and get. Seth is the main dude. I think the main dude that owns the building is named Doug. I think.
Next door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's the guy that's got the Lamborghinis in the back, and he really didn't have much to do with the front end of the deal, but I think he owns the building.
Yeah. Oh well,
he's like the Mark Tate of the building.
I think him and Cords do.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you need him? Okay.
I got Cord's number.
Well, Doug's the main one.
So Doug, I was gonna send this to Doug and Cord's because they have their.
You're gonna send this to the neighbors?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it to the neighbors under the guise of, you had your tree trimming crew trim your trees, and they left this on our side of the building. And what if, Dan or somebody had their or even your car?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want your car scratched.
Hell no.
I mean, what if we sometimes park car? You have been known to park right up against that wall.
I love that area. I go pee-pee there often.
Yes, there's a lot of your urine.
Yes.
In there. Probably all of this is all your urine.
Well,
all this dark stuff is your dried urine.
All right. Well,
wow.
no, it's
Jeez. Seth.
So anyway, I'm gonna. So anyway,
Lummi's got his own spot too.
So
I do.
Listen, I'm not chastising you on your own spot. Have your
Can I have a spot?
Yeah, you can pop a squat out there.
Sweet.
I mean, yeah.
By the
I'll wipe with the palm frond.
I go behind the trailer too.
Anna's so teeny tiny, she could actually go behind the merchandise trailer and have a real secluded area back there.
That's where I go, Bubba.
Yeah.
I have 2 spots.
You can't share.
You have to go 5 steps in to get out of Seth's.
So anyway, the people next door have their lawn trimming, palm frond trimming crew come, and they don't even jump over the wall and clean it up. This is how we come to work.
It's not
Monday.
track and field, Bubba. If it falls over the wall, I mean,
All right.
No, it's her
we throw it
responsibility.
back.
In the county law, it's her responsibility. Jesus knows that too.
So I'm just going to send this to Doug and Cords, and I'm just going to say, hey, listen, man, next, trying to be a friendly neighbor, not a big deal. We cleaned it up, but, can you not, when you're trimming your trees next time, can you have your guys pick up? Because this is what we were faced with.
It's not 1 or 2 branches.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Oh, geez,
yeah.
okay. All right.
I mean, it's quite a bit.
Yeah, I didn't know. Sorry. That's a lot.
Bye, Bob Cook.
What did you guys do with them?
Well, you watch. So watch.
Okay.
It'd be awesome if you just throw them back over the fence.
That's what
Now,
I thought.
See, we were at you weren't here on Monday. We were at a crossroads. Do we, A, throw them back over the fence, B, gather them all and pile them in front of the entrance to so that literally somebody has to move them to get, in front of their gate, or C, do I just have Lummy load him up in his truck and I send a friendly video to the owners as a nice gesture and being cool, not being a dick, but documenting what we had to do. And asking them to please not let it happen again. And we decided on let's take the high road.
A different approach.
Something that we don't usually do.
Interesting.
So
Lummy here.
Poor Lummy. Lummy, you are a goddamn man's man.
Oh, thank you. I got my spots now.
By the way, can I borrow your weed whacker?
I almost thought you were going to say wiener.
I don't know where. I can't find my weed whacker.
It's not up at the track. I know you took it there one time.
I don't know where it's at.
Is this for the manning up Seth bit that we talked about?
One of them.
Okay.
Cleaning up the palm tree mess.
By the way, Lummy has security written on the back of his jersey.
Oh man, this is jobbed out, man.
No, but I mean, listen. So we're having to do all this.
Forget the high road.
No, well, I mean, no, hold on.
I thought about throwing it over, but
look, Seth, this is actually quite a bit.
No, I agree.
Yeah, it was way. I was telling everybody it was way more than I thought it was when you first talked about it, because I didn't see it when I pulled in.
Lummy, I love you.
Yeah, I sped it up a little bit.
You are literally. I just.
Is he getting the strap back?
No, it's Macho
I think
Man's.
so.
Oh.
No, it's Macho's. We got 199 coming up. Macho's.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that?
Macho's all-time spinner.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
I'll
I'm
throw
sorry.
my turntables in the trash where they
Don't
belong.
throw them in the trash. Just keep practicing, and maybe in a year or so you'll be as good as Macho Man.
Jeez.
Oh.
So knowing Cords, and not Doug, but at least knowing Cords, Seth, and I send this video over to him.
Yeah, I'd be embarrassed.
What do you think he'll do? I mean, you know him better than I do.
I think he'll apologize profusely, and if he wants to step to you, then send me over there.
I mean, this is quite a bit. And then, you had to you had to find a not so authorized dumpster to dump these in.
Possibly.
Right?
Got it done.
We had to do dear Doug and Cords. This caused us to have to create to commit an illegal act of dumpster diving
At 8:30
because the dumpster that you were originally using on our property, you didn't pay for it for 2 years, and they came and took it away.
Yeah. I waited till about 8:30 when it got dark, and
look at that. I mean, look. Then you got to. Oh, yeah.
So it doesn't blow
Doing
out.
the grape stomp.
Yeah. Poor guy. God love your little heart. God love your little heart.
He deserves a raise.
Now the palm trees are good. So let not Jesus do it again. I know who their landscaper too is. I've had many talks with him.
And they are no average Joe now, are they?
No, it is Jesus. His name is Jesus, I believe.
You know what? You need to go up there and give him one of those mean, but do you have the ability to be mean?
Oh, yes, to Jesus. I've already yelled at him the one time he left all the branches on the goat side, remember?
In Spanish?
Now, Lummy, you know that I just have the ability to really, really to escalate, be mean to people.
Yes.
I mean, like I can cut
It's a
promos.
gift.
I can cut promos. I really can. Probably, I don't have the size and intimidation that you do, but I have a sharper tongue than you do.
You do.
Yeah. So the next time Jesus is over here, I want to have a word with him.
Okay.
Say El No Cutto Triazos on our side of the fence-o.
And he'll understand it, I'm sure. He
Or
drives
I will
an
have
Expedition, by the
my
way.
6'5" guy beat the hell out of you, LO.
Yes.
Or I'm going to call ICE.
Yeah, it's ice.
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 Do you find it easier to yell at non-American people?
Yes.
Okay.
Easy.
Because at that
Because they
point,
don't understand what the hell you're
Yeah, you
saying.
get a 50-50 shot. They
at
have
that
no
point,
idea.
at that point, they just see us utter size, and
That's
they're
right,
like,
exactly.
"Oh my god!"
They just see an angry white man yelling at them.
Ooh, that's never good.
Nope.
Hey, Lummy, let me do words and let's have Shannon Burke next.
Sounds good.
All right.
If you want 24/7 on-demand Bubba and the crew, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com. The Bubba the Love Sponge show will be back after this.
He said he's kind of good.
Yeah, I would have blocked their entrance. Their deal.
That's what we were thinking about doing.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. No. Seriously.
Here you go, Maria. We'll get Maria Guatemala to translate for me. 'Cause she can be mean.
Well, she can get the job done.
Exactly.
Yeah, Dr. Dave, I had the strap back in the day, but I haven't been able to challenge for it quite yet. I gotta put it in some more house shows.
You gotta go back to Ohio Valley.
Yeah, I gotta start over before I can get my push again. But I'm coming for it.
You're over at Next right now, aren't you?
I've expressed my interest to have a title shot. Holy hell! Sorry,
Shawn
sir.
Michaels is still working with you over at Next.
Should be able to hear you.
Oh man.
You want to say, hey, Shannon, can you hear me?
Oh no, I agree. That's why I just told Bubba in privacy I'd like a title shot.
Hey, Shando, can you hear me?
Lovey.
Shannon, can you hear me?
He's probably.
Oh yeah.
He's probably not here.
Yeah.
He's connected.
Yeah.
I see him back there.
Pretty badass.
Lovey, who are you talking to?
Who am I talking to?
Yeah.
I'm talking to a caller.
Oh.
That is listening on the new signal out of Orlando. He's in Dade City.
Nice.
Just let him know. We're gonna be talking to Shannon here next. What was your name? Roy? All right, man. Thank you so much.
That's funny. That's good.
Can you text Shayna to do a mic check?
Yeah.
Mario Gonzalez, another PayPal Willie. Well, thank you, Mario Gonzalez.
Is that Mario from Vegas?
Las Vegas Mario.
I think so.
I think he bought some cards for me.
check. Macho, he's doing the mic check. Yeah, we're on break right now.
Oh, there he is.
We got you. We got you. We got you.
Okay. A little low. I need to raise him up a little.
Got you, buddy.
Can you give us more level? Ask him to give us more level.
Hey, can you give us some more level? More volume? Yeah, more volume, buddy.
Oh, you know, big
Deep ass voice.
A little bit better. Just 15 dB more. Perfect. I'll have you jacked up to the sky.
What up, Jay Bowler?
I'll jack you to the sky.
Oh, geez.
Hey, Jay Bowler, thanks for recognizing I was dying. I appreciate
Here,
it.
give me another level check because I got you full bullet.
One. Hello. Test. How's that?
Actually, just a little bit more. Give me more. Give me
Are
more.
you serious?
Yeah.
All right. I'm giving it to you. How's that?
That's perfect right there.
All right, buddy.
Giving it to you.
Perfect, buddy. Perfect, buddy.
Serious?
Give it to me.
Has
more.
Don Miller been hearing me putting him over?
Yeah, he loves it. He loves you. Big fan of yours.
More, baby.
What up, Mr. Costa Rica? Big fan. Yeah, you say it's a big dong every day. No wonder.
If I wasn't so high at the event, I would be able to remember what Don Miller looked like, but I can't. I was very high.
No.
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks, J-Fish. Yeah, I don't know what it was. Like I said, it just gave me a wave of nausea, and then I just started sweating.
Might have been the Febreze. That was early on, though.
I just
Can't
checked the
use
level. Bubba.
What?
Let him know I just checked the levels in the back. He's normal now. That's the level he needs to be at on his end.
Oh, so the lowness is on his end.
Yeah.
Bless.
Yeah, he's not peaking him.
Oh damn, that's awesome, Berto. Let me send you another Gunther card. I love Gunther. He's my favorite.
Bless you.
Let me mail you the card, Berto. I love Gunther. Oh man.
Gunther. Say it.
Gunther. No, Don's on Florida Man Radio, middays. And YouTube, I'm assuming.
We don't know if he's on. I'm trying to find him on YouTube.
I don't think Florida Man Radio has a YouTube.
No, somebody said it's Don's show on YouTube. Oh, yeah, so.
35 seconds, buddy.
Gotcha.
We usually do what we do Wednesdays with Alex.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Were you sleeping in and missed the first hour of the show? Don't worry. It's all at BubbaArmyHQ.com. Now back to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Standing by from his home studio in Orlando. Actually, isn't it like within Orlando you live like in Lake Mary or something?
Winter Park.
Where? Windermore?
Winter Park.
Winter Park. That's where I think John Morgan lives in Winter Park.
He probably has a house here. Who knows?
He probably has like 5 or 6 stash houses with all that money he's making.
I think he's up in Heathrow. But
You think so?
yeah, he's got to be in a gated community. You know.
I went to his son Matt Morgan's house one time, and I think he lives maybe kind of like in the city, just Winter Park.
They live close to each other. John and his kids.
Man, the Comrex sounds so good, does it not?
It's amazing. It's just great technology. I would never have to go to the studio ever again.
Is that what you're posturing at this point?
It is. I did it during the pandemic, but it's much better. You don't like to be around creative people in the same room with them. Talking.
And it's it's a 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
So it's not like remember back in the day when you were working for me, you literally had to drive from Orlando every day.
Every single day, and drive home, which is sometimes twice the battle is getting there.
Oh my God! Getting here, you were going, you're running through Lakeland at 4:30, so whatever.
And I was driving a Suburban, which means I got about 11 miles to the gallon. It was killing
Sometimes you rode your bike too, and by the time you got here, you're just wore out because
hair all messed up.
People don't realize, man, riding a bike for like over 100 miles.
It's like a workout.
It's a workout. It really is.
Yeah,
right.
It's a lot.
Especially, if you're on a Goldwing or something, then it's got, it does everything but S your D. But Shannon rides real choppers that are raked out and stuff like that. How many choppers do you got now?
3.
Oh, wow.
2 for you and 1 for Mama?
Yeah,
Yeah. How often do you guys go riding?
She doesn't really ride as much. She'd rather be a passenger than riding, which is fine with me because I'd rather that be the same. Otherwise, I end up like 2 miles in front of her, looking at my rearview mirror, trying to find her.
Or worried about her.
Right.
You're like, because listen, you have to have your head on a swivel, and her being, her grab a hold of your crotch or on both sides of your leather jacket is far more, less stressful than having her, riding beside you there.
Yeah. And she rides she's on a Road King with ape hangers on it, like 16-inch ape hangers.
That's a bad bitch right there.
Yeah, she is.
So how's things going in? See, we don't live there, and I hope that's not a direct disadvantage to how well we all potentially are going to do in Florida Man Radio. But and like if you were being syndicated into Tampa, I could tell you, because I live in Tampa, hey man, we got a vibe going with our new station. And so my question to you is, between you and of course the great Don Miller and me and others, is there a little bit of a buzz going on?
Definitely. Absolutely. I hear from people that, most personal people that I knew that may have my cell phone number or get in touch with me at the station. They act like it's a new, wow, I heard you're back on the radio. And I said, well, yeah, in Orlando, I've been back for almost 5 years now. You just haven't been able to hear it. But they act like it's a new station, like they just discovered Florida Man Radio, which I think is a great thing. We're going to start the billboard campaign here pretty soon, and more people will obviously get the word out. But I've never listened to our competition before. Because we couldn't compete. We didn't compete with it because our signal wasn't there.
Right.
Lately, I have. I got off at 6 now instead of 7. I tune over for the last hour of that Chucklehead show over there. Dude, their content there is like from a different world than you and I and Don Miller. Their content is the most non-controversial. I listened to a 22-minute segment a few days ago about how they wash their pots and pans. That's not a joke.
And we're talking about how we wash our balls and buttholes.
And they were talking about, I have a Dutch oven. It's really nice. I'm not going to put that in the washing machine. Oh, hell no. That Dutch oven, you don't put that in there. You wash that by hand, boy. I mean, it was ridiculous. I thought I was listening to
I heard,
Good Day Orlando.
Last Friday, I was driving up to Gainesville, and when I went through Orlando, I was able to, for a little bit, listen on 101.1, and Don Miller was giving the African-American district attorney from Atlanta, he was really giving her the business, and man, it was funny. And the merch crick saying, can he really say that? I'm like, yeah. I mean, who are we to say what he can say and can't say?
He is the most genuine, raw, and real dude. I mean, he's built for radio. He's done a ton of things in his life, career-wise, but he's been in radio in and out, and kind of a knock-around guy, but, man, he is absolutely as genuine as they come.
And he kind of has a little bit of an evangelical feel about him, does he not?
Yeah, he does. I see what you mean.
Just his delivery. I'm not saying that he's a pastor or anything like that, but he kind of has. He's kind of singy-songy, and he's. I don't know. He kind of has that evangelical feel a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. That's fair to say.
And I love that he could have he can use words that you and I can't.
Yeah.
And he can describe situations that are happening in ways that we can't. And I think that the average person that might be a fan of your show or my show will really find this guy refreshing. Like, it's like, wow, there's a black guy that has this type of opinion on this particular situation, and he is unfiltered and unhinged and just straight says it like it is. Doesn't matter who. He doesn't matter how many African Americans get mad at what he has to say. He's going to give you his opinion.
Yeah, and he's just a genuine. He's off the air. He's just exactly the same guy. When my office is in the building, the studio's down here. He walks by, takes his breaks, and I'll be sitting in there, and I'll say, "Hey, Don, how's it going?" And he'll just walk by, cool, and I'll hear him talking as he goes. You know how it is. I'm out here in these streets.
I'm out here in these streets. Just out here making a grind. The grind is real. Now, who's the older gentleman he has with him?
Holly. That's Holly Holloman. He's in Atlanta. He phones in from Atlanta. He's hysterical. He was in the studio for a long time. And he comes back and forth. He's lives up there. His wife's up there, and but yeah, he's like what's Fred Sanford's buddy? He used to come over all the time with the beard, the gray hair.
I know, but he reminds me of Fred Sanford. I mean, he's got that kind of old school wisdom, kind of deal.
He's funny. They're a great team. They've been working together for a long time. And D'Amica, the beautiful D'Amicas have been on. They've been working together for a long time. It's a great show.
I think we finally, no disrespect to those before them, but I think we finally found a really, really unique show to sandwich you and I. I really do. I think we finally found it.
Yeah, I agree. And we took out the syndicated thing, and no offense to the Bongino, but we're true, real Florida programming across the board. It's
and we're already killing it in Fort Walton Beach, which I don't understand why we're not doing more things up there. I mean, we're like, you and I are like number 2 and 3 or something, like we're top 3.
You're in the top 3 at least.
I think we are, and we're killing it. And I don't know why we're not doing more things up there. Remember that one time we went up there, we had such a great time.
We need to go up there and do a week. Bring your crew. I bring the crew. They put us up in a couple of these beach townhouses or whatever, and we'd broadcast Monday through Friday there, and go out and do things out, and go and spend a week with the people in Fort Walton Beach
and do drugs and just really be degenerates, and then get on the air the next day and be like, oh man, when we did this and that and this and that,
it would be awesome. We need to. I totally agree with you 100%.
Can I ask
it's Griffo's fault?
Can I ask you a question and you be honest?
Go ahead.
Did I when we had our Stogies and Cycles event and I showed up and I was gourded out of my mind, what are the people at the station saying about it? Like, do they think worse of me, or do they think that I handled it okay, or like what's the scuttlebutt behind my back? Be honest, because you're my friend.
I am. I don't think anyone was upset or angry about it. I think some people were puzzled as to what could possibly what. Is he has he smoked so much weed? Or is he? I don't think anyone understood exactly what got you to where you were.
And how bad? And you coming from an unbiased opinion, because my people may not tell me the truth, but like, how bad was it? Was it bad?
You didn't do anything embarrassing. No, not at all. I think at some point people were concerned about Anna because she was running away from a monster or something.
Yeah, she was actually in Susan Poitrich's car in fetal position,
in the backseat,
running away from a monster.
I was just crying aggressively.
Poor Anna.
Which is really, her monster was Dr. Dan. But I'm just
yeah, he didn't help.
Just saying. I just think I just was in my own world, and I was just cool guy. Like I'd
never seen you smile so much.
I wasn't like being obnoxious. I wasn't being loud.
No.
I just was kind of in my own little bubble. And when I needed to take a picture, I shuffled like Joe Biden right on over there and took it.
Right.
And I mean, I just hope I didn't upset any big clients or anything like that.
It didn't look as if your eyes were open the entire time. Because you had that squint, because you were smiling from ear to ear, and you had little Chinese eyes, and you just kind of had a laugh. You just kind of, wherever you were just kind of, how you kind of laughed.
I was happy to be everywhere, whether it was taking a picture or, inside,
right.
Whatever.
Yeah, I liked it. I think it was, you weren't very talkative.
Now, can you imagine that? Me not very talkative.
No.
I need to get back on that concoction immediately. So now, what? How long do you think they'll give us before we do our first event in Orlando? And I got to think that it might be huge. And I think that I'm trying to do a Toys for Tatas at Rachel's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a great location.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking. I know the owners of Rachel's. And I'm thinking about doing now. Are you familiar with Toys for Tatas?
Yes. Yeah.
Where we put up this big tent and guys drive. It's a drive-through tent.
Car wash.
It's basically a drive-through gentleman's club, and you'll keep your you pull into the tent and you open up your doors and the strippers jump in your car and grind all over you. And then you put like dollar bills or $5 bills on your windshield wipers, and then a guy like Lummy comes up and takes all the money and puts it in a big box, or you bring a toy.
It had to be a $25 minimum. Toy.
Either a $25 minimum toy or $25 cash. And then we take that and go to one of these underprivileged women's abuse shelters and buy toys for their children. So I think
nothing screams Christmas like strippers in your car grinding on you.
Right. And I don't even think you could get in trouble with your wife. You're like, honey, I bought a $25 toy down at Walmart, and I went to Bubba's Toys for Tatas, and now a kid whose mom's in a women's abuse shelter, her kid gets a brand new toy. Don't mind the fact that I had some, a girl was motorboating me. And
ignore the nipple burn on my cheeks.
Right. The nipple burn on my cheeks. So I'm thinking about, I think that would be a great rollout, don't you think?
I think it would be a great station event. A real good
all day, like an all-day deal.
Right.
Of course, Shannon wants to get on that.
Yeah, Shannon wants to get on that. Of course.
You just do this in the morning. Come on.
Toy for Tatas. We took it to I don't think Don Miller would probably.
Oh, of course he would.
He would too.
Yeah. I mean, Don Miller might want to do it.
You know
too.
why? Don Miller would explain it like he's just enjoying the God-given gifts of these fine women.
Yeah. His co-host would fly in from Atlanta.
He sure would.
Yeah, he would.
In a heartbeat.
So what else you got going on?
We're just grinding away over there.
Today, I'm sure there'll be a bunch of talk about the Haitian immigrants, about the Venezuelan bad guys.
The undocumented carnivores?
Yeah, exactly. Hold on. The undocumented carnivores. I love it.
They're not necessarily cannibals. Once they get here, they won't be illegal aliens. They'll be or illegal
They're newcomers.
Cannibals, yeah.
The newcomers.
They're, newcoming.
Now, supposedly, DeSantis is deploying troops to South Florida to potentially intercept these influx of undocumented Haitian immigrants. Now, who are worse, the Haitians or the Venezuelans?
Ooh, interesting.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Like which ones? Okay, the Haitians are noted for what, and the Venezuelans are noted for what?
Oh, Haitians, some of them are noted for eating other humans. Yeah. And the Venezuelans are just known for killing people.
Isn't the guy in
barbecue?
Isn't the guy in Haiti known as Mr. Barbecue?
Barbecue.
But aren't
it's
those
barbecue.
guys staying there? Maybe it's the ones that aren't so down with cannibalism that are coming over.
Maybe we're getting a good
No,
Haitians.
Bubba, they released 3,400 prisoners.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like Cuba did in the 70s.
So Haiti's like, hey, listen, if you are in prison right now and you want a one-way ticket to Florida, come show up at the dock at noon today. We got a couple of rafts headed over. Is that what they're doing?
You could, by satellite, Bubba, you could see the exodus from Haiti. You could see boats after boat after boat after boat just loaded with Haitians leaving the country, getting the heck out of there. And they'll probably end up here, and we'll probably turn right back to Haiti.
They can't go to the Dominican Republic. You know why, Bubba, right?
No, Lummy, I do not. I'm not very smart like you are.
They built a big wall.
They did?
Yeah, because they said, you're our neighbor and we don't want you here.
I got to tell you, walls work. Yeah. They really do.
Yeah.
I mean, walls work when you...
Ask Egypt.
Right.
They're keeping their own people out.
Did you see where I think the judge... in one of the Atlanta situations, struck down 4 or 5 of the counts against Trump, and now how many are left in Atlanta?
A ton, but
90. There's 96 of them, and he got rid of 4.
3.
Yeah.
Yes, but this guy, they dropped the most heinous, the dumbest one about the phone call where he called and allegedly said, "Find me 11,538 votes." They said they don't have enough evidence for that. It's just a phone call. It doesn't mean anything. That's gone. I think, though, here's my theory. I think that the judge in this case is going to allow Fonnie Willis to stay on board that case, and that's going to upset a lot of people. So I think kind of a quid pro quo, he threw Trump and his people a bone by knocking some of the charges off, so it won't sting as much when he says that Fani can stick around.
Yeah, and her sticking around pretty much is a good thing for Trump because people are over her, right?
Yes,
I mean,
think that case is most of them are falling apart. I think that was going to fall apart. I think the way they've handled the Hur report and the way they handled Biden's documents case is going to really do some damage to Jack Smith's case. So
I was watching something from. I don't know, C-SPAN or I don't know what the hell it was. But
you
it
were
was,
not watching C-SPAN. Bro.
I was watching something, okay? In between my Packer highlights. And
Law
it was,
and Order?
And it was in between my 2012 Suits episodes. Did you ever watch Suits?
No, I never watched it.
Meghan Markle, man.
Was it good?
Oh, my God. Meghan Markle 10 years ago? The one that married Prince whatever the hell it was?
Yeah, Harry.
Absolute smoke show.
Yeah, but
My
she's a
Lord.
real bitch.
Yeah, I mean, aren't they all, though?
True.
You know.
Yeah.
Smoke shows, usually smoke shows are bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, because they know they're a smoke show, so they can be a bitch.
Right.
Meanwhile, homely or just normal-looking girls can't be a 10 on the bitch meter because guys ain't going to put up with it.
It's a hot, crazy matrix.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but it was some kind of hearing they were having yesterday, and it was with this guy who was supposedly, I think maybe he was worked for the Justice Department of the United States of America, and he was testifying as to why they were not going to pursue charges against Biden for having
Robert Hur.
for having like unclassified documents. And he was like giving his excuse, and this is what he came up with. He's like, well, the reason why we're not going to pursue any charges against Mr. Biden is because we don't know if he was in the correct mindset to know that the documents that he had were necessarily illegal. And of the two concerning documents, one really wasn't that illegal, and now one was real illegal. One was kind of a tweener deal, but we can't necessarily determine if he was correct mindset to know that he had potentially classified documents. And so some congressmen said, well, so there's been three presidents. The last three presidents have all had unclassified document problems, all
Right.
three of them. And there's only one of them that's in trouble about it.
Right.
And
That's the truth.
he couldn't answer that one. He's like, well, whatever. I mean, we can't sit here and necessarily say that he was in the mindset of committing a crime. And I mean, they just.
Well, he said that he would just play off to a jury as old and poor memory and well-meaning old man with a bad memory and the likelihood of a conviction would be very slim. And that's what the special. Investigator is supposed to do, the special counsel, is to judge whether or not it's worth it. And if you could get it's the same thing with Hillary, if you recall. He said, Comey came out and said, well, no reasonable prosecutor would bring any charges, so we're not going to. We found a bunch of classified stuff, but no reasonable. It's a racket.
It is a racket. It really is. And you know what? I don't even know that we know where it's headed. I mean, I know that we can maybe think we can navigate through these waters, but we really don't know. We don't know if they're going to pull a last-minute screw job, like a Montreal screw job on Trump. We don't know that Biden's going to be a last-minute at the convention switcheroo, and they bring in Michelle. We really don't even know what we got. We know who we may be rooting for right now, or who maybe you like Biden, maybe you like Trump, maybe you like Kennedy, but realistically, by this time in all of our lifetime, we knew who our candidate was going to be, and I think this might be the first time in our lifetime that we might not get what we think we're getting.
You're right. It's quite possible that they pull some shenanigans and Trump can't run, and that they slide someone in at the DNC at the Democratic National Convention, and they choose another candidate, and Biden drops out for some other reason. You're right. It is the most.
It's the most up
in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if any other Republican candidate had smoked Super Tuesday and all of its opponents had already quit, I mean, they'd be like treating him like he was Ronald Reagan, marching him through the streets. This guy's a powerhouse. This is our guy. I mean, this guy is, and they're not doing that because of all of the shenanigans that's going on with him. And then now they've declared that, yes, officially as of yesterday, Joe Biden is going to be the Democratic candidate because some primary after yesterday solidified the fact.
Right. They both have the required electoral.
So supposedly they're both locked in, but realistically, I've never seen so much shenanigans attached with each candidate. Of course, the two things being, okay, they're going to come up with some Montreal screw job on Trump last minute, and they're going to absolutely throw the GOP for a loop. The GOP is going to be in shambles as to what they do. Trump cannot run because they got him on a Montreal screw job.
Right, and then RFK / Aaron Rodgers move in and steal the whole
deal. or then so you got Biden's at the convention, and I guess there's all types of things. And the last time it may have happened might have been during Lyndon Johnson or something like that, where the convention can actually
caucus and come up with a candidate.
Yeah, like say, okay, listen, I know that this guy is who we've propped up, but we're going to do a little last-minute Willie here, and we're going to bring in who we really want, and everybody's speculating that would be Michelle Obama.
Michelle Obama, yeah.
Now, let's say that it is Michelle Obama. Who would be the VP, you think? You think they keep that?
Yes,
Kamala?
I do. Because they can't get rid of the first black female vice president. And what a better partner to run.
Yes, you can if you're bringing in a black president.
That's true. Well, maybe. But.
I mean, if I'm the Democrats, I'm like, listen, I know you're mad because we got rid of Kamala, first black VP, but we're bringing in the first black president. Girl.
That's true. And she's an Obama.
Right, and she's an Obama. Now, could Barack be the first bitch?
I think he probably could be vice president.
I don't think there's a law in our Constitution that says you can only do 2 terms as a president, but can you do 2 as a VP?
No, because they're from the same state.
Yeah,
they live together, so she'd have to move back to Chicago.
Does she bring in Hillary?
Oh, stop!
No, I'm not trying to ruin. I'm not trying to ruin your day, Shannon. I'm not trying to get you to throw up and have an anxiety attack, much like Seth.
I think Hillary's quite happy to sit on the sidelines and run things.
I think Bill told Hillary, "Oh wait, we got out of that Benghazi and Epstein deal. We need to keep lay low."
The 12th Amendment cannot have Obama be the vice president.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
The 12th. There's actually a 12th Amendment.
If you're not eligible to be president, you cannot be vice president.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So let's just.
But wait a second. Why are we supposed to think that all of a sudden Michelle Obama's got the experience to be a president? Is that because her husband was, and she learned from him? She shadowed Barack and knows exactly what to do.
She's not qualified one bit. I'm just saying that's what everybody's saying. Like that's what everybody's saying.
That's kind of what they said about Trump, though.
But she's not. She's not. Gavin Newsom would be the guy. Listen, we're trying to be right in the middle here, but that's who they'd have to bring in, right?
I don't know if any other Democrat that would be in line or that would be considered. You have to bring somebody up that was some of the most of America's totally unfamiliar with. They know Gavin Newsom. They know Michelle Obama. Unless there's other, unless Chuck Schumer's going to run.
I think you're wrong. I think they got to bring in somebody that everybody does know besides Michelle Obama.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I can't think of anyone else that's got the name recognition.
Does anybody got any Slinging D brand over there on the D? Does anybody?
I think they bring back Dennis Kucinich. Super stud. He's got a hot wife. He's a nerd.
Elizabeth Warren, the Native American.
Yeah, the first Native American
president. The 1,124th Native American.
Yeah. That'd be great. Hey, we're on stolen land. It's her land to begin with. Might as well get it back to her.
She could run on that deal, saying, "Listen, you're on my land to begin with."
On stolen land.
Now, I do like when Trump was throwing around. First of all, I hate the DeSantis pick. That there's no way that's going to work.
No.
But I do like the Tulsi.
That would be like back when you and I were both on the same radio show together.
Yeah. Well, no.
Who's Trump and who's DeSantis in that duo?
I think you're Trump.
Well, in that capacity, I was.
Don't get me wrong. I thought it was fantastic radio, the best time of my life. But we bumped heads a lot because of that reason.
Yeah, I know, but the bumping heads was good.
Yeah,
I mean, good radio. Two really good radio guys bumping heads is good. Is good radio.
With their sister in the third seat.
Like, just maybe you and I run. We just say, hey, folks, Bubba and Burke. It's just good radio.
I think you should run. I think you should run for mayor or something like that. I'm going to run. I run for mayor in Tampa, and you run for mayor in Orlando.
And then we both deplete the city's budgets by buying luxury experiences and vacations together.
No, we're actually super clean, and we don't even take a salary because we're big-time radio superstars, and we really, we're not these woke-ass bitches like some of the cities that are being ran by, like that.
Right.
How about the Tulsi Gabbard? I love that.
I do too.
Don't you think that just completely takes? But
it's either going to be her or Tim Scott, I think.
Yeah, it's her or Tim Scott. Period. I mean,
isn't it? She's been mentioned to be even a Democratic presidential candidate.
Which would be smart.
Do you have to be the same party to run on the same ticket?
No.
Technically, no.
Right. That's what I thought.
No.
So she could be independent. He could be Republican, and
she might be the biggest free agent going right now.
I think that would
Have
be
you seen her in a wetsuit
next to Kirk Cousins?
She's babe.
Yow.
Daddy-like.
Well, she's a veteran.
And she's got that little streak of gray hair.
That little F me streak. Oh yeah. I actually think that she has the balls to kind of like if Don's getting a little unpresidential, getting a little wild on X. I think that she, would be.
Bring him down.
I think she would. Hey Don, come on, buddy, chill it down a little bit, buddy. Or maybe the White House goes, Tulsi's going to start doing some more speaking around here, and Don, we're just going to let you roll around and be the president. But America loves Tulsi.
Yeah,
and then
agree.
And then at that point, man, you know who your next president's going to be. Now we have our first female president.
Who do you think Trump's going to choose?
Tulsi.
It's going to be you think?
Yeah.
Or Tim Scott.
I
don't know, man.
I'd like to have Tim Scott. That means that he is a shot to be the second black president. But we have to look at it. He's got to look at it that way. Whoever he's going to choose is going to be the candidate for 2028.
And in the sexiest, most locked in is Tulsi Gabbard. There'll be a lot of women that don't like Trump that would vote for that ticket, knowing that 4 years from now I'm going to get my first woman president.
Which is interesting because Tulsi was really the one that took out Kamala Harris from the presidential race.
True.
After she called her out for putting more black people in prison for marijuana.
I would love to see that for that debate, wouldn't you?
That would be awesome.
And Biden won't debate Trump, will he? He won't. I mean,
I don't think he's going to.
Will there be no president? So this will be probably the first presidential election in our lifetime that there's not a debate?
Yep.
Everybody's just afraid of each other, right?
I don't think there are obvious reason they can't put Biden up there, right? I mean, he's just not all unless they give him the same dose of whatever they gave him for the State of the Union. He was on fire. He had brought energy to the State of the Union.
But he wasn't taking questions though. He didn't really have to think. He just had to read, which he's barely doing.
Yeah. Listen, I got to let you go because I got stop sets and stuff. But listen, we've got to make this we got to do this once a week. We got to lock in a day that we do, a little check.
I'm just sitting here in my boxer shorts doing show prep anyway.
Perfect.
Printing out 500 pages?
With looking at his wife's big
pulling through paper like.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest. I mean, the guy that really is the worst to the environment is Shannon Burke, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm destroying forests over here.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure.
Tell Kimmy we said hi.
I will do it, buddy. See you guys, Seth. How you doing, Seth?
Good, man. How are you?
You didn't say much. I just want to say hello.
I want the the two main guys.
Well, he had an anxiety attack a little bit earlier.
I heard,
but he's okay.
Talking too much politics and he had to go outside. Love you guys.
Bye, buddy.
Bye.
If you want a deep dive into the Bubba the Love Sponge show from the past, go to BubbaArmyHQ.com.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
We'll be back after these words.
Here. And here's the deal. That's probably how it's going to be. It's probably going to be some kind of fuck job.
Well, I mean, I hope so.
No, I mean, I
don't know. I don't know if there's going to be all this. I don't know.
Well, first of all, hold on. They're fucking with Trump so bad. Like some of this shit might stick. I mean, there's actually people from the GOP that are saying that some of this shit actually might stick. So you got that. That is working itself out, or might not.
And then with the Democrats, they're saying that, there's going to be this big fucking switcheroo job at the convention, and they bring in, a Gavin Newsom or a Michelle Obama. I think that Michelle Obama is just, I think that doesn't work just because of the experience. But, Gavin Newsom, by some people's account, have done a good job in California, and he was at the one time the Ron DeSantis, Democratic darling,
Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, he's.
So, I don't. But here's the thing: for the first time in our life, we really don't know who the fuck the two candidates are going to be.
I think Trump will prevail.
But then his VP is crucial.
Lamar Jackson.
From the Ravens?
Yeah. Fuck yeah. There's other quarterbacks, but Lamar, he's the fastest.
He is the bad.
He has no agent.
He's a bad motherfucker. And you know what? He repped himself.
Yeah.
And took it down clear to the last year and said, I'm going to have this fucking last year, and then your motherfucker's going to pay me. Remember we played that last year with on the one deal.
Yeah. No, he. Also, nobody offered him a deal either. Like Atlanta didn't offer him a deal. All these teams that needed quarterbacks never offered him a deal. So he showed everybody.
But he got max money with Baltimore. So I mean, he got, so it's like.
And he won MVP this year.
Yeah. And and they're a good team.
They just signed Derrick Henry.
Did they?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I really think Derrick Henry's got some unbelievable shelf life left.
I think he's got at least a couple good years.
I don't think he Ezekiel's himself.
No, Zeke kind of ran out of gas a couple years ago.
But remember he got that bit, or Todd Gurley. That's the guy that fucking.
Todd Gurley. They said Todd Gurley had bad knees when he got drafted. I
remember watching the Aaron Andrews special, and it was right after he signed his deal, and at that time I think it was the biggest running back deal in the league, and she was just gushing all over him, and this was right after he signed the deal before the season, and he was like, yeah, I'm gonna come in here and continue to be the Mac, and then he shit the bed. His very first year he shit the bed. Those fucking quads.
Oh man.
Look at those quizzes. Man. Hey, Lummy.
Yes, Bubba.
That was a lot of work, bud. Thank you for that.
Oh, the palm tree branches? No problem, Bubba.
They're sticky too, aren't they?
They left them really long and sharp on the end, but.
I don't know, Jonesy. I don't know what the fuck's going on.
As long as you put them in right.
They're gonna hold on to Fields for a little bit longer. They want to work out all the quarterbacks.
They're not. The Bears are not fucking playing this right.
No, I think they.
Unless it looks like now they're sticking with Fields. Like you got to.
No. They're just they want to.
So they think you use him as trade bait on draft day?
No, I don't think teams are approaching them right now, because if the team needs a quarterback, they probably are planning on drafting one. So I just think that they don't want to pay the price that the Bears are asking.
So what do the Bears do? Keep the pick? And
they're going to
go off grid on something that you could have gotten something for?
They're going to draft Caleb Williams.
God dang it, I don't like that. Now you got 3 years of fucking, you're not in any better spot than you are now.
I mean, if he's what they say he is,
he's not though. He's not.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I'd say let Fields go one more year and bring Shador in next year. Then you got the Dion hype. Fuck.
I think Shador's gonna be great.
I think Shador will be a top 5 pick.
Oh, he'll be the top pick.
I think that Travis Hunter will be a top 10 pick.
He probably will be.
What's
up, man, boy?
I know that they went and got like a guard from Ohio State, a tackle from Indiana, a guard from they went to these sophomores and juniors of like Alabama and stuff and said, hey, listen, you got a junior ahead of you. You're not going to play. You could come right in here and fucking start NIL money.
They had as much turnover as they did when he first got there. People left and people came in. I don't know, man.
Just gonna power pick it.
I hope Fields goes to Denver. It's really the only. Joe Flacco to the Colts makes sense because
Colts love old
Well,
quarterbacks.
Colts got that guy from fucking Gators once he gets fixed.
No, well, I'm saying, but he's a good he'd be a good guy for Anthony Richardson to.
You got Bubba live now. If you go through withdrawals later, get your fix at BubbaArmyHQ.com.
You're listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show.
Now back to the BRN.
John, the pimp, P1, fellow Hoosier, steel slinging Kasika on my PayPal. Mario, Las Vegas Mario on there as well. PayPal and Cash App at the Bubba Army.
Rudy, 20 on the Cash App, and Eric Gill, 50 on the Cash App.
Here we are halfway through the month, man. We've got to make some time. I know I wasn't really trying to be disrespectful, but I did make an executive decision. And you had to probably know it was coming. Did you? With regards to Macho Man, full-time DJ, you know.
Oh, I thought you were firing me. I was like, that's awkward. Yeah, that's fine. I figured.
Did you hear him? Did you get a chance to hear
I
any of it?
did, yes. I came back from a rehearsal dinner and I turned it on and it seemed like he was killing it and you guys were really liking it. And it was so funny because probably 30 seconds after I tuned in, you're like, man, this is so much better than on. It sucks. And then I decided I should probably turn it off.
Yeah, I may cause anxiety for the rest of the reception.
But I figured.
But it doesn't mean you're
Does
still
he want to
not.
do it every time?
Well, no.
Does he have a choice?
He doesn't want to do it every time, but he's going to. I asked him a favor.
Okay.
Just because it's so good, it brought in such great money. The fans loved it, and it takes so much pressure off of me and you by having to create a playlist. And you can just
create a playlist.
You can, yeah. You know how usually
that doesn't stress me out.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you what does stress me out: him not spinning and you spinning. Okay. So
I was that bad.
No. But so what I'm saying is, listen to me, sweetie. Was that a little sexist?
I liked it. It was different.
Listen to me, babe.
You call me a bitch every day. I think sweetie is just fine with me.
Listen to me, sweetheart.
Yeah,
I think you showing up here, being able to party, being able to hang out, not having... Because listen, when you do spin, you have to prepare a lot for it, and it kind of stresses you out a little bit. And
maybe I like stress.
Well, I know, but maybe I don't like your music as much as I like Macho Man.
Fair enough. You can just say that. You don't have to be like, oh, it stresses you out. No, it doesn't. I like it.
All right, well, we made a change.
All right, cool.
And you're still invited. I want you to be here.
I'm still invited.
I mean, you still get your little bony for being here.
Okay,
everybody gets a little bony.
Thank you.
And Seth, you are invited to Bubba 199s, but I don't think that's your jam.
Are you sure you told me last time I'm not invited and did not show up?
What?
Yeah, you told me not to show up to the last one.
I told you just now that you're invited.
Well, I would, okay.
and you get a bony for that. Everybody gets a bony.
Okay, I'll be there.
I mean,
okay, I'll be. You said this Friday?
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
Hell yeah.
8 to 10.
Be one of those babes that sits up front with the knocks out.
No, I'm gonna have you right where you're at.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
I
okay.
mean, that's where you sit.
Yes, sir, boss man.
You're not gonna be one of the babes that sits up with her knocks juiced up. Is that what you said?
I like juiced up knocks.
Well, we got him.
I know.
I mean, if Merch Crick shows up, there's the juiced up knocks in itself.
There was just a lot. There was like 6 or 8 knocks last time that I just was like,
Let me. Can you get a preliminary roster?
Yes, sir.
Because Wiz missed last time. I think
did
Not
as
a
well.
Fan missed last time.
No, she was here.
Anna was here.
Anna missed last time.
Yeah, I'll be here this time.
Creatine Travis missed a few. OFF.
No,
I'm throwing it out there, man. I need a good showing. I need a good attendance. You know Bob Cook's going to be here. You know Maria Guatemala. Oh, remember Maria Guatemala with the underboob?
Yeah, you like that.
Oh, my God. Maybe I can get her a hold of Merch Crick to get a hold of Maria Guatemala, and not for her to wear the same outfit but maybe pick out one that's similar to that, and I could even pay for it.
Whoa!
Well, I mean, because you can buy those outfits on Amazon for like $80.
80?
Can you get me an outfit, Daddy?
Thanks for letting me finish.
You've been listening to the Bubba the Love Sponge Show, starring
me, Bubba the Love Sponge,
co-host and show historian Lummox,
co-host Anna Hummel,
co-host Dr. Dan Diaco Esquire of Council,
co-host J. Diaco Esquire, the Spitting Cobra of Council,
Rhett, the Filthy Ginger video editor.
Yeah, back here wiring up. It's Mini Macho.
The BRN agent, Thomas Buttoned Up B.
And for everything else, go to thebubbaarmy.com.
Now, time for the legal disclaimer.
Exactly.
The Bubba the Love Sponge Show is intended solely for the enjoyment of our listening audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this show without express written consent of the Bubba Radio Network is prohibited.
We must dissuade him of this delusion.
Until next time, always remember.
I'll repair hello.